hola, hola. Let me get myself together. Come in. Hello, Nevaeh. Hello, Nevaeh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30. Hello, Nevaeh. We've missed you. Shout out to our moderators this evening. Nevaeh is back with us. Hey, hey, hey. Look at my nails. Ooh, yuck. Hold on. These are not acceptable. And I forgot my necklace. Wow, Aysia. You really was not all together today. Hold on. Let me put myself together. Hey, Robert. Hey, Garth. Hey, Contrast. Huh? Oh, you're in public. Okay. Sounds good, Contrast. Glad to see you. How is everybody today? Bum, bum. If you are just new to us, double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. Help us to get to 75 likes this evening. How come I always forget to think about what my poll question is? It was good. It was good. A lot of aha moments, I think all days are good, just so we're clear. There are like good days and there are like great days. So I think all days are good. I don't count any one bad. Even if I feel like emotionally drained or I feel like something is not quite where I need it to be, I don't ever call that a bad day. I just think it's still a good day. It's just a lot of things are processing through my psyche, through my thoughts and stuff. So I'll always count it as a good day. But it was a beautiful day. Did I post that? No, maybe I didn't post that today. We did get to 5,500 subscribers. Yay! So that was cool. Cool. And then I went on a really nice walk today, but the view was really pretty, and I didn't post. I thought I had posted that. I think I posted it on my other platforms. I didn't post it over here. I posted something from our old thing. Nevaeh. Did you get you some good sleep, Nevaeh? Did you get you some? I need some shea butter. If you are just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:06 p.m. We would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us to like the live, like and subscribe. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We have just hit our 5,500 subscribers. I think we were at 5,505 last time I checked. So we need a total of 495, I think, to go. Hello. How was today boring? There should never be a boring day in your life, like ever. There's far too much stuff to do in this beautiful life that we have for it to ever have a boring day. I don't understand. When people say that, I'd be like, how? How? There is so much to do. Yes, Garth, right? We're at 5,500. I think 5,505 last time I checked, but it does seem to change quite often. So, yes. Hello, Addie. Hello, No Ego. Hello, Mr. Handsome. Hello. So, yeah. Okay, I had nothing to do but watch TV. Hey, Mary. But there's so much to do. There's reading, there is dancing, there is meditating, there is sleeping. I can draw out my plans for what I'm going to, what I'm going to put on YouTube, what I'm going to budget. There is, journaling. There is like my handstands, your hobbies. Hey Ron, hey Jeanette, hey Apon, hey Lance. There is so many, like, you could do singing, you could do cooking. I don't like when people say that to me. I'm like, there is 24 hours in a day, and I look up and half of it is gone. Like, I only eat because I'm doing a finance and faith and finance class. It's a 30-day faith and finance challenge, and we don't even eat until after the sun goes down. So I generally don't even try to eat until almost 9 o'clock. And I don't even get hungry until like 7-ish, maybe 7 or 8-ish. And then by then I'm like, where did the day go? Where did the day go? Hey Zany. Hey Ron. Hey Lance. Yes, I see that. I do think it may just be an age thing, because I guess when I was younger, maybe I felt like that. But see, I never felt like that. I always kept myself busy. Even in high school, I was senior class secretary and peer mediator, and in French Honor Society, and then I was a football manager. Then I ran track. You know what I mean? Like Hey Danny, hey Raphael. Hello Kumar. Your hair is like Maggie noodles. It probably does look like some noodles, doesn't it? You're right about that. I would say that I don't think my hair is 4C per se. There are times where it does get really a little coarse, like right here, I feel a little coarse. But I don't think in terms of like what 4C looks like on most people, and I think I'm more like 4B than 4C, because it's not extremely coarse. But when I tell you it can hold a shape, that's what I do like. Because all I did was wash it. Like I've gotten so, I don't know if you call it lazy or what, but I've stopped putting a lot of product in my hair because I've seen what it's doing to people's hair and stuff. So I stopped putting a lot of stuff in it. I just now and just do, this is just shampoo, and then that was it. Sometimes if I had more shea butter, I would melt the shea butter and I would do my twist like that. And so they would still look just like this, but they would be heavier. So they would be weighted. So they would come down and they would actually kind of hang. But I think because I did the shampoo product, it keeps it like it, you see how, but it's so tight. And I untwist them every day, but they're still so tight. And it has to be because of the shampoo, because it definitely can't be nothing else. There's nothing else in here. If you are just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:11. Ooh, we know our favorite number. The current time is 11:11, and we're so glad you're here. Double tap that screen. Make sure you like the live. We would love for you also to subscribe and let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite. So don't be shy. Let us know who you are and your location in the chat. Hey, Danny. Hello, Divvy. Too much makeup. It's a good thing we're not wearing any. It's a good thing we're not wearing. There is no filter or nothing on this face, boo boo. Okay. Hello, Anthony. You're not rich. I know. Check back tomorrow. We're actually going to set up some VIP days. I'm going to put the link in the chat sometime today or tomorrow. I'm only going to do like 3 or 4 VIP days, but they're not going to be cheap. So just so we're clear. They're not for everybody. They're not for everybody. But you will have my undivided attention, okay? Okay. Hello, Bardenia. I don't know who you are, but your vibe is super kind and calm. A young English teacher who really cares about students. Oh, thank you, Bardini. We've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot about my vibes. We've heard therapist. We've heard counselor. We've heard teacher. We've heard, it was another one too, right? I can't think of the name of it, but yeah. I think all work works. It either works on you or works for you, but it works. So that's where we are. And the more we do these live streams, the more we get more connected to each other, the more I learn about you, the more I learn about me. And that is a beautiful place to be. Hey, just sorry. Less product, more healthy. Yes. Thank you, Garth. Garth gets it. Hello, it's only me. Hey, Gubby. I mean, how did I miss these many names that fast? Danny, Raphael, Kumar, Raphael, Gubby. I'm Gubby. I've never heard that name before. Hello, Gubby. Hello, Ava. Thank you, Ava. Hello, HKY Stream. Thank you. You look like Chrissy Girl. Really? Thank you. It's only 1992. Robert, you always give it. You know what? It used to be, listen, here, the timeouts, it used to be Dean. now it's Robert. But the interesting thing is, the guy who donated last night, I can't figure out how he gave that to Dean. I don't know how he did that. I'm so confused. He donated, he gifted a membership to Dean, though. I don't know how that worked. I promise y'all know how that worked. But thank you, Peter. Unless Peter is Deem in some ways, I have no idea. Okay, hello, Manoj. Just sorry, Lopez. Garth. Bardini. Anthony. What's one of your favorite things to do during the course of a lazy Saturday and Sunday? I don't feel like I have lazy. Would have to make myself have a lazy day. That would be like, Asia, don't do anything. Because I did work on, we have a show coming up. So everything goes live on Monday. So I took some calls and then updated some websites and then made some QR codes. So, and then when we have shows like this, it's a little bit more difficult to just have rest days because even your weekends are taken, especially when I answer phones and all kinds of stuff. Hey, that one guy. And if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:16 p.m. And I do large concerts and events. I do marketing for large concerts and events. And I'm also a project manager, among some other things that we'll get to on another live stream. But that is my main occupation, along with what we are doing here. And here on this chat, we talk about self-love, talk about astrology, we talk about relationships, spirituality a lot on these chats. And just connecting to who you are as a person. And we also have some just lifestyle conversations in general. So if that is your vibe, we would love for you to like, comment, and double tap and subscribe. As always, let me know where you are tuning in from in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. And I do read the comments, and I know somebody's fussing at me right now because they're saying, Asia, hurry up and read the comments, and when we're going to put the poll. And I'm coming, okay? We're gonna get there. Hello, the one guy. Double tap, that's what she said. Hello, Jay Shumo. I am in Florida right now. 10:30. So listen, Nevaeh. Actually, I did go live twice this week around 10:38. So, Not tonight, though. But I did the other 2 nights out of the 7. We're getting there. I do want to go a little bit earlier. At some point, I'm going to go back to 10:30. But we're still traveling right now. Yes, don't bite. What you can do. Okay, Robert. The other Robert. 10 and 11, 12. Shh. Listen, don't y'all come for me. It rolls off my tongue so easily. I can't change it. Hey, Scott. Okay. We're glad you're white. Hello, Simple Aqua. Veda. Oh, sorry I wasn't here last night. Oh, nice, Veda. No problem. Glad you had fun. Hello, hello. Oh, Kara said, what are VIP days? VIP days are when you have a one-on-one session with me. That's what a VIP day. In a, like on a, like a Zoom call. Those are VIP days. And those are like 4-hour sessions. Get your mind right, get your finances right. Get your house in order. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm painting my nails. Okay, hello. Greetings. I'll check back tomorrow. Anthony, why you gotta check back? Oh, yeah, because I'm not rich yet. Yeah, tomorrow. Oh, I didn't even notice. Hey, Nevaeh. Hey, Robert. About to smoke. Okay, Robert. It's weird because we already have a Robert. So we have Moderator Robert and then we have Robert. Gray Robert. Hey, Veda. Hey, Zizu, Aubrey. You have that energy. You would have been my favorite. Oh, 3rd grade teacher. That sounds... Does everybody remember their 3rd grade teacher? I feel like I've gotten them mixed up as I've gotten older. But I had, I think it was Miss Miles. I think it was K Miles. Was her 3rd grade name. Hello, Brew. When do you transition to what? What's up? An icon in the bottom right of your screen. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Emmy. Hey, Marcin. Hey, Jersey. Thank you, Jersey. I like that Jersey. That's cute. I like that. You haven't smiled for Emmy A today. Huh? Hello, Emmy AG. So you do that for other people? So I do what for other people, Anthony? You gotta be more specific. I don't know what that means. Tell them your age. They won't. Okay, I am 39. Hello, Yiman. And I said I was gonna make a video about that today. But I posted a different video. I did post a video about age though today. It was just a short from yesterday. Hello, Zendrato. Double tap that screen. Help us to like the live stream this evening. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. And yeah. I'm gonna put a poll question up in a little bit. Also, we do have merchandise, and shout out to all my moderators. We have Nevaeh, we have Robert holding it down. Hello, Benito. I do read the chat, so it takes me a little while. I am really excited. That's normal. We're always like this. Sometimes I'm very subdued when I'm just chilling, but I'm always like this. Love the handstand. Oh, my handstand video? Yes. And today was day 108, I think. 108, 109? 109 of handstands. How goes it, right? Crazy. Hello, Felix. How are you? You like to? I love to read Felix. Hello, Narmada. Narmda. Is that Narmda? Wani, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hello, filmy hero. Hello. Hello, Coronado. Hey, Tube. That reminds me of Tube You. Man, we should go. Okay, I'm back now. We've been on this chat for a long time. It feels like years, but we've only been on this year alone. But when I tell you, if you have been on as long as me and Robert have, we've gone through some stuff. Me and Robert done go through some trenches. Cute too, but a lot of them have kind of disappeared. Deem too, but I don't know. Hello, Samaj. Have you heard of The Wizard of Oz, Harry Potter? Yes, of course, Felix. The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie. Hey, B. Is it B-O-O? Mm-hmm. Hey, Dusty. Thank you, Dusty. What does an hour date cost? I will put it in the chat. Well, I don't have any. That is a very heated topic, and in my chats, I don't do too much motivated that's like politics and heavy emotional based, because most of that is ego driven. I don't do ego driven stuff over here. I'm more spiritual. Hello, Dembaji. Dion. No, man. You are kid friendly. Darn ass dog. Y'all better stop. Robert gonna get y'all. Hello, black boys. Hello, DY. DYK. D1KY. Hello. Hello. Hey, Jeffrey. You see the nails? If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Do I need a website or app? No, I actually do those myself as well. I do websites as well. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time, or 11-ish, depending upon who you ask. It's 10:30 somewhere in the world. Think, hey, it's 10:30 around Robert's time. Anywho, just kidding. We would love for you to double tap that screen and help us get to 100 likes this evening, as well as I forgot I gotta read that book. We are in our Self-Love September series, which means every night we read 2 pages of our current book that we're reading. The book is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shen. And it's a book about affirmations and different things that you want to call into your life, especially if you are looking for more health, wealth, if you're looking to call in a better job or more business, different things like that. That's a good book. It is about 100-year-old book, so it's very old. However, it is free. You can listen to it on YouTube. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shen. You can also download it on to Google as a PDF, and you can just read along with it. And so that's what I'm doing. I will read that to you all in about 10 minutes or so. Once I probably should do that first, but then I looked at my nails and I was like, ew. And I used to go to the place, but there's a lot of chemicals in there, so I've been doing my at-home stuff for a little while. Usually I want to give your nails a break anyway. Okay. Hello, Eric's. Hola, Sanchez. Anthony be trying to rush me. Anthony. You talking about I'm reading them. How am I reading them out of order? I'm reading them in the order it came. Hello, Kyle. Hey, Joseph. Hey, James. Hey, Sanchez. Hey, Chris. You said I did mean to send that. Okay, Anthony. I understand. Hello, Eric's. Hey, Jerome. Hello, Aman. Hey, James. Hey, Joseph. And then we do have a membership. If y'all join the membership, you do have membership only videos, okay? Membership only videos are about to get very interesting, okay? Let me just say that. They're about to get very interesting. If you do not have a membership, I think you should get a membership. That's all I'm saying. I think you should join a membership. Okay. Hello, Ramon Facts. Is this every night? Yes, Joseph. This is every night. We do this every night. Shout out, Robert. We've been through some stuff, huh? We've been through some stuff. How do you stay consistent with things? What's giving you that drive to keep going? Like, it's the fuel source. Aubrey, what's the fuel source? The fuel source is staying connected to myself. Like, I spend most of my day in my feminine, and this would be considered, I guess, probably more so masculine because I'm doing things. I'm having to do stuff, and then, you know, when I do stuff for work. But most of my day, I don't wake up to an alarm unless it's after 9:30. Because I set my alarm for 9:30, but I usually wake up before it. I do a lot of journaling. I do meditation. I walk every day. I walk anywhere from 2 to 2+ miles. I think I did almost 4 miles today. And then I do my handstand. So that's a hobby that I picked up, but I wanted to take that up because a lot of times when we get older, we forget the things that made us youthful and the things that keep us flexible and creative. And when you are looking to call in something different in your life, where you're tired of being stagnant, you're tired of being stuck, you're tired of doing the same things that you've always been doing and you want something different, sometimes the easiest thing to do is to go back to something that you had put off as a child. For me, that was gymnastics. I always wanted to do something in gymnastics, and I thought that the time had passed me and I'm not flexible and I can't do any of those things because I'm old, right? That's what we always think. We're old. But 39 is not old, and I wanted to do a handstand before my 39th birthday. My 39th birthday has come and gone. We are almost halfway through. I'm 90 days past, I think. Oh, the 18th will be 90 days that I've been 39. And so now we're at the point where we're like, you know, just try it. Just try it. Because a lot of the things that we thought we couldn't do over time, it just takes a little bit more practice, but you most definitely can do these things. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me young, and that's what keeps me youthful. And then I'm mindful of my habits. I don't eat. I do a lot of fasting, and then I do a lot of just holistic type stuff. I don't eat a lot. I don't eat any meat. So it shows over time what you put in is what you get out. I remember a guy that I knew. He said every 20 years you get to figure out if you had good habits or bad habits. And he was my masseuse at the time. He said every 10 to 20 years you get to figure out if you have good habits or bad habits. He died during COVID. So that made me wake up real quick. And I was like, you know what? Let me check myself out. And so that's when I started kind of really looking into the journey of bettering myself and being mindful of what I'm eating, what I'm doing, how I'm living. And then I had another friend of mine pass away during COVID as well. And she was younger than me. So it made me change what I was doing and really think about the things that I'm doing moving forward. Because what you do now is going to affect you in your 20 years from now, right? So just be mindful of that. So you'll think that you're old now, but no, if you feel old now, imagine what you're going to feel like in 20 years if you are living the way that you're living. Just think about that. All right, let's read this chat. Hey, Zane. Thank you so much, Zane. Hey, Marcus. You too. I haven't seen no match. Hey, Jerome. Hello. Arisma Mashups. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Jerome. One up top. Hey, one up top. Long time no see. Was that your name before, though? Or was it something else? Yes, I painted my nails, Jeremy. Yes. 6'7". Hey, Callie. Okay. Hello. Gelsomnia? Hello, Kumar. How are you? Hey, Aaron. The reason I asked what a date with you costs because you said something that sounded like you were selling that. I was kind of making fun of it. No, the VIP day? No, it's not a date like that. It's more business. You know, it's not like a date. Hey, Jerome. Hey, Jay. We let all races in, yes. Scrolling on your lives. Thank you, Angelina. How are you? Less chemical inhaled. Thank you. Yes, Garth. Exactly. Yeah. So I love being pampered. Don't get me wrong. I love being pampered. However, I am mindful of my what we everything is just be mindful. Just be mindful. That's all. Hello, Sahu Akash. Why not Joseph? Hi, Akash. Hello, Yogesh. Pete. Yolanda. Hey, Yolanda. Law of attraction, expectation, projection, assumption, mind's eye, visualization. Yes, Joseph. Hey, Stephen. Hello, Simon, TW, Joshua. Mr. Wonderful, thank you. Is it okay? Grown man is on a swing set. Why not? Everybody should be, everybody has their inner child within them. I think when you feel old, Reggie, 40 is not old though. Hey, Carlos. 40 is the new, I feel like 40 is like the new 20. I don't even feel old. Not at all. I will tell you, I feel seasoned. I feel like I know something that most people don't know. That's what I get excited about. Because I will see people in the chat and I'll listen to what they say and I'll be like, ooh. If only you knew, right? What you are saying, what you are speaking into your life will affect you down the line because we have spells. Spelling is a spell, which means everything that you're saying out of your mouth comes back at you. So just be mindful. We used to say it was and just in the toothpaste, right? You know, words like toothpaste, when you take them out, you can't take them back. But that's in your life as well. That's not just for the people that you say it to, but even for your own self. The things that you say out of your mouth are spells to yourself. I'm tired, I'm sick and tired of this. Like I stopped saying, like people joking and say, oh my God, I'm dead. I didn't even stop joking like that. I was like, no, I'm not trying to go like that. Me and God already had that conversation. When I'm ready, I'll let him know, and then he'll take me. We don't have to have, we don't need no surprises over here. Hello, Mr. Skill. Well, I'm older than Reggie, right? And we don't mind being, I don't mind being, oof, right? Come on, Robert, right? Don't mind it at all. And we look good. And look good. Because the way people be shocked that I'm 39, listen. And are we at 39 likes? Because I just said 39, even though it says 38 on mine, but it probably says 39 on y'all. See there? In alignment. In alignment. Make sure y'all double tap that screen and like this live. We go live each and every night around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:38 p.m. By the way, my name is Aysia Smiles, and welcome to our live stream. We talk about anything from health and wealth to astrology to spirituality and more. I will put the poll question up very, very soon because I'm very, very late. I'm 35 minutes in, and I will read this book. We are in our Self-Love September series. So the book is The Game of Life and How to Play It. I am going to see if I can hurry up and read the rest of this chat, and then I'm going to read this book, okay? Hello, Burkindi, Daniel, Balkini, Ricky, Ethan, thank you. You are what you eat. You got it, Yolanda. Hey, Daniel. Hey, RG. Hello, RG. Hello, Felix. Hey, Nandy. Where you been, Nandy? Huh? Hey, Nandy. Hey, Vinny. Hello, Demi. Good morning, my love. Did I sleep well? Yes, thank you, Yara. Hello, Julio. Okay. Good morning, my love. How are you, Demi? Abdul. I'm going to go by. Already, Nevaeh. I love your extraordinary beauty. Thank you, Demi. Gotta steal. It's good to see you, Nandy. It's been a while. And the mother of unborn child. Okay, you know what? Y'all are out here tonight, okay? It must be because the moon, this will be a new moon tomorrow in Gemini. I think that's what this is. Which one would you be, a witch, a fairy, a mermaid? Ooh, that is such a good question, Felix. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm torn between I like them all. I like them all, actually. I like them all. I'm thinking maybe mermaid because my favorite movie is Little Mermaid. But it's also The Wizard of Oz. But I also like to fly. And I'm an air sign, so fairy makes sense too. And witch sounds interesting. Because I think witches get a bad rep anyway. But I'm also a Gemini. And I feel like they don't like us either. So... Okay, my love, you are... Okay, yeah, Demi, yes. I think you said that already. Okay. When you visit Chicago, we can lift at the gym. I'll teach you some techniques for the handstand. That's a cool job. Okay, Joseph. Hey, John. Hey, Ivy. The real hello. Synchronicity. Outfit check. Outfit check. Okay. Hey, Daniel. She didn't say yes. I'll bid them on. Oh, Nandy, hilarious. I'm doing good, Daniel. How are you? Hey, Bronx. Spelling, subconscious affirmations, collective unconscious, and all the one. Quantum alchemy. You got it, Joseph. Hello, Chuck. Chuck Woka. Thank you, Bronx. Thank you, Daniel. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Yay! Okay, So let's run this through one more time. If you're just joining us, welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:42 p.m. I want you to double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. And let me know who you are and where you are from. Let me know who you are and where you are from in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Hello, Kevin. Hello, John. Hello, Big Truck. Hey, Joseph. Hey, USA. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, so we are going to, I think the nails are decent. We're going to read our book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shen. And then once we finish this, we will go back to our to the chat, and then I'll put the poll question up. Okay. By the way, thank you all who have subscribed. We did reach 5,500 subscribers today. Yay! So we are on our way. We are what, 500 away or so from 6,000 subscribers. So we are chucking and moving and chucking and moving, and we are on our way. So we are so grateful to each and every one of you who have joined us and have become a part of the family. Okay. Okay. This chapter is called Casting the Burden, Impressing the Subconscious. We're going to read 2 pages, okay? We're going to read page 48 and 49. When a man knows his own powers and the workings of his mind, his great desire is to find an easy and quick way to impress the subconscious with good for simple and intellectual knowledge of the truth will not bring results. In my own case, I found the easiest way is in casting the burden. Listen to this. A metaphysician once explained it in this manner. He said, "The only thing which gives anything weight in nature is the law of gravitation. And if a boulder could be taken high above the planet, there would be no weight in that boulder." And that is what Jesus Christ meant when he said, "My yoke is easy and my burden is light." He had overcome the world vibration and functioned in the 4th dimensional realm, where there is only perfection, completion, life, and joy. He said, "Come to me, all ye that labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." We are also told in the 55th Psalm to cast thy burden upon the Lord. Many passages in the Bible state that the battle is God's, not man's, and that man is always to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. This indicates that the superconscious mind, or Christ within, is the department which fights man's battles and relieves him of burdens. We see, therefore, that man violates law if he carries a burden, and a burden is an adverse thought or condition, and this thought or condition has root in the subconscious. It seems almost impossible to make any headway directing the subconscious from the conscious or reasoning mind, as the reasoning mind is intellect, is limited in its conception and filled with doubts and fears. How scientific is it then to cast thy burden upon the superconscious mind, or Christ within, where it is made light or dissolved into its native nothingness? For example, a woman in urgent need of money made light upon the Christian within, the superconscious, with the statement, "I cast this burden of lack on the Christ within, and I go free to have plenty." The belief in lack was her burden as she cast it upon the superconscious with its belief of plenty, and an avalanche of supply was the result. We read, "The Christ in you, the hope of glory." Another example, one of my students had been given a new piano, and there was no room in her studio for it until she had moved out of the old one. She was in a state of perplexity. She wanted to keep the old piano, but knew of no place to send it. She became desperate as the new piano was to be sent immediately. In fact, was on its way with no place to put it. She said it came to her to repeat, "I cast this burden on the Christ within, and I go free." A few moments later, her phone rang and a woman friend asked if she might rent her old piano, and it was moved out a few minutes before the new one arrived. I knew a woman whose burden was resentment. She said, "I cast this burden of resentment on the Christ within, and I go free to be loving, harmonious, and happy." The almighty superconscious flooded the subconscious with love, and her whole life was changed. For years, resentment had held her in a state of torment and imprisoned her soul, the subconscious mind. The statement should be made over and over and over, sometimes for hours at a time, silently and audibly, with quietness but determination. I have often compared it to winding up a Velcrola. I don't know what, a Victrola. We don't know what that is. Somebody Google what a Victrola is. This came out in 1925. What is a Victrola? We must wind ourselves up with spoken words. I have noticed in the casting the burden, after a little while, one seems to clearly. It is impossible to have a clear vision while in the throes of carnal mind. Doubts and fears poison the mind and body, and imagination runs riot, attracting disaster and disease. Record play. Thank you, Garth. Okay. In steadily repeating the affirmation, "I cast this burden," and remember this, if you want something that you want to go away and you want to let it go, this is the affirmation that you say: "I cast this burden on the Christ within and go free." I'm going to say it again so you can write it down. I cast this burden on the Christ within and go free. Okay? The vision clears, and with it, a feeling of relief. And sooner or later comes the manifestation of good, be it health, happiness, or supply. And I'm going to stop right there. Okay. And I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it either. Where's my pen? And then we'll come back to the chat. Hey, Sandy. Oh, there you go. We're doing well, Sandy. How are you? You sound chipper, Sandy. Okay. I cast this burden on the Christ within. I cast this burden on the Christ within. And go free. And go free. I know that's right. We finna be casting all night. Say it over and over again till it go away. Until you believe it. All right, let's scroll up and read this chat. Hello, Joseph. I'm right brain clearance. Thank you, Joseph. Hello, Ronaldo. Hola, Ronaldo. All right, Sandy. Hey, Johnny. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Sleepy. Hey, Joseph. Hello, Nithya. Mwah. Hey, Vaughn. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. All right, I'm back. Now let's write this poll question. In the meantime, double tap the live so we can reach 75 likes this evening. Okay. I need to charge my computer. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm not seeing any movement. Are you still there? Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, there we go. Okay, audio's great. Hey, Megan, Garth, Joseph. Okay. That's not a 1, though. I said, give me a 1. But we can hear you. Well, I asked for a 1. Thank you, Garth. Okay. Okay, let's see here. What is the poll question this evening? 19369. What's your favorite number? Put it in the chat. What is your favorite number? Put it in the chat. $13. No, it's not spam. I just asked everybody what their favorite number is, Sandy. Kunal. I'm in Florida right now. 8, Garth? Okay. 13. Okay. No, we're not asking everybody how old they are. We're asking them what their favorite number is. 23. Okay, Tony. Can you drink water? I love water, Miriam. I love water. Hey, Tony. Hold on. Let me get this poll because, if I don't do it now, we're almost an hour in. What do? I am a project manager. And then, if I don't do it now, we're almost an hour in. What do? I am a project manager, and then I specialize in marketing and consulting for large concerts and events. Nice. What kind of projects and events? We do concerts like blues and southern soul concerts. So I have 2 events. One is in October, one's in November, helping with a homecoming. They need some artists and stuff for homecoming. And then we have an event in November in Arkansas for blues and southern soul. It is an outdoor event, usually anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000 people. And both of those events go on sale on Monday. So we've got a lot going on. And it's about to get really busy. So that's why I am offering VIP days, but only about 2 or 3 for a select group of people who need some help with either marketing or spiritual stuff. Because I'm a spiritual girly at heart. And I be feeling y'all's energy, and some of y'all be really be going through it. Hello, Dalton. Hello, on my snack. So I have my cutie for our snack and chat. Thank you, Sandy, for reminding me. And then I finished these, by the way. By the way, you know, as much as I love America, y'all do have to be mindful of your labels. And I saw this and I ate them all. But I am making sure I'm eating my black seed oil. Be mindful of when your labels say contains bioengineered food ingredients, because if it's only cashews, what's in here? What could you bioengineer? It's only cashews. Now, anywho, all right, let's Down syndrome, yep. Okay, let's get this poll question off the fire. Yeah. Hello, Grizz. Hello, Just Teach. I look 15. We talked about that all last night, about what my age is. Hello. Question is up. Poll question is up. It's a little deeper than normal. Okay, Sandy. I'm good at Basim. Thank you, Elevated. Are you familiar with Christ Conscious? Seven years isn't a bad age difference. To who? Oh, you're so silly. You're so silly, Garth. Hello, Gito. The poll question is in the chat. Do you know the difference between ego and intuition? And if you do, let me know. What you think what's the difference? Thank you, Elevator. Because when I showed you, that's what made me look at the ingredients, because every time I eat them, they taste like peanuts. I was like, cashews should not taste like peanuts. They should taste like cashews. I'm eating cashews. But when it said bioengineered, I'm like, you took a peanut and made a cashew. Did it taste like a peanut? All right. Hey, Noah. Hey. Aysia. Hey, Barack. Why do you feel like Aysia? Why do you feel like Garth has bad intentions? Garth has been around for a while. It's just you that I'm just now meeting. Intuition is instinctual. Prediction. Ego is... Okay, Judo says intuition is instinctual. Prediction. Ego is intellectual and emotional perspective. I like your input. Hello, real world. I could do some. Hey, game time. My day was good. Thank you for asking. Barack, turkey Istanbuls. Okay, Barack. You'll get your superpowers from the mutant cashew. The way y'all keep me laughing. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was a good one. That was a good one, Joseph. That was good. Hello, real world. I want to work my head. Matrix. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. So, one of the reasons why we're talking about the difference between intuition and ego is because ego is very unregulated. And intuition is very calm and soothing. What type of events do you have, Ray? You mean for marketing? And then how far out are your events? I want to tell you, especially if you have a new event, you need at least 90 days. And people will think like the ones that we have, one is 30 days out, which is a homecoming, so it's a little different. It's not a concert, so we're not trying to get thousands of people at a homecoming. So you can do 30 days out for something like that. But for our event, it's 60 days out, which is still very, very tight. However, because it is outside, it doesn't have as much restrictions as an indoor event would have. You have it'll be a rain or shine event. You have a lot more flexibility because you don't have the overhead costs that you would have as an indoor event. Now that being said, I normally tell people if you don't have it within 90 days out, don't even do it. The average person needs anywhere from 7 to 20 times to see your event, to know about your event, and to remember it, to be able to plan for it. The most oftentimes people are you'll have your last minute people who will be probably like maybe 40%. But if you sell out your VIP, then you're much better off selling out your last minute people, because the last minute people are like, oh wait, VIP sold out, oh let me go ahead and get my stuff, right? So there's a method to it. Hello, Alexander. Okay, so Garth said, hello, Tinku. Hello, Barack. Hello, Sabu. How old you is? I'm 39. 30 Days of No Sugar was a great video. Oh, thank you, Game Time. And we're still going. It has total sugar 1 gram, and then includes 1 gram of added sugar. So I don't really count that as a sugar. But we're doing good. We are what? 42 days in? 43? 43 days. Intuition feels spiritual. Ego is selfish protection. You got it, Garth. I like y'all's answers. Good morning from Ghana. Hey, Nana. Now, how old are you, bro? Right. Yeah. Anytime somebody asks me a question like how old you is, I know everything I need to know. Hello, Sneha. I'm in Florida right now. Hola, Alexander. Hi, Guida. I'm eating barbecue chips. I'm gonna fast again if you did. So Gito, I am currently doing sun up to sundown. No food sun up to sundown. So I don't eat till about 9 o'clock. Well, sunset is like 7 something. I usually don't get up to maybe something to eat till about 8. I'm at the tippy top of Florida. I'm in Duval. Hello, Satire. What are you taking for lunch? It's almost it's after midnight, so this lunch is over. It's dinner. If you are just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:09 a.m. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and also answer our poll question for the evening. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. Help us to get to 75 likes this evening. And we would love for you to subscribe. We talk about all things spirituality, lifestyle, relationships, and food. Because we are a snacky bunch. So we always have a snack of the evening. So, what is your snack tonight? Thank you, Silent Gaming. And then I have my cutie over there. I am in Florida, Simoka. I make a video tomorrow. What is my frequently asked questions? How old am I? What's my location? What else? Game time. My affirmations, I ask God. And it's even on my vision board. Where's my vision board? I ask God for unlimited snacks on my vision board. And I get excited every time I see one. I'm like, ooh, more snacks. Give you anything you ask for. Okay. Leah says, hello, Ignacio. Drinking water, that's what I'm doing. My message was too big, it disappeared. Oh no, Joseph. You might have to break it down into 2 parts. Ever heard of Totolias? No. What's that? Can I guess your age, rather? You can, Gito. Yeah, I've said it 1,000 times tonight and every night, but you can guess it if you want to. Hello, Ignacio. Don't forget to like the live. Double tap the screen to like the live. Do you have a... Thank you. Guard keep me right. Guard keep me on point. Hold on. Oh yeah, I meant to tell y'all about that. I'm gonna remind me to tell you about feelings. Okay? Guard remind me. Feelings. Because it's gonna go perfectly with what we're talking about today. I also want to do my FAQ questions. Okay. It said FAQ is age. Children. Location. Garth was like, let me give them to you so that way. I can answer him in my, I guess I can answer in my intro, I guess. Do you have a boyfriend? Okay, Leah says, okay. Meaning intuition is within and ego is grabbing from outside thought or perspective to feed into your ego. Let me read that again. Meaning intuition is within an ego grabbing from outside thought or perspective to feed into your ego. Okay, Leah. $24. Big black man. Have you seen me send daughters? I have not, James. Too old but look young. Okay, silent gaming. Understandable. Dang. It's like okay. Game time is like a chip, like a snack from Tim and Playing is Fuzzy. Okay. Nice. Mancy. Hey. Okay. Hello, VG. No, my pet died last year. He's gone. I don't think I'm gonna get another pet. That was painful. Nobody told me. Even though people think, you're gonna love your pet. You're gonna love your pet. And I was like, yeah. I mean, I did. But that hurt. That hurt. And I just have him. He died. He was 16 years old, so I had him for a very long time. My dog was a junior in high school. That was crazy. I knew he was gonna live forever. Now I know what I know now about oils and stuff. I would have fed him so much different food. So much different food. So German, what kind of lizard do you have? I see lizards all day around here. You know Florida's full of lizards. They be testing you when they run across your toes when you walk. I'm exaggerating. They steady pew 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 pew. You thought squirrels were bad, when they would dash across the street. Not these lizards. These lizards be like, ready, set, go. All day. I walk 2 miles a day, and I promise you, I see probably at least 100 lizards on my walk. Everywhere. They are everywhere. Really? But I don't mind like lizards and stuff. Do I have a tapeworm? No, I've been taking my black seed oil. I need to get some wormwood oil. Okay, so like the 3, if you're looking for detox oils and to get parasites, if you eat meat and a lot of stuff, if you eat anything at this point, black seed oil, wormwood oil, and oil of oregano. I want you to take them on a regular basis, okay? You're going to take them every day, but it'll keep your body clean and it'll clear out a lot of the junk that's in your body, okay? Black seed oil, wormwood oil, and oil of oregano. Hey, JT. What's to do? I love seeing Florida lizards. Dark. Because that's all they do is pew, 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 pew. I feel like they like wait till your toe is like right. And they're all different kinds. And you see the regular ones, but then you see like the all black ones. Then you see ones that look like they should be real life dinosaurs. Like if they were any bigger, that would definitely look like a T-Rex. I could have like if it was any bigger, I'd be like, you know what? I would have thought you was a dinosaur. But I know you're a lizard. And they're just so many different colors. But I love them. And then I kind of want to catch them sometimes, but I said if a tail breaks off of my hand, I'm gonna be freaked out. So I'm gonna leave them alone. But I did touch one of them one time and it didn't move. So I was like, oh, he must be dead. But because I step right there and I was like, he ain't move. I was like, oh, it must be, look, here I am. Oh, it must be my intuition. He must could feel my spirit. So I went down and tapped him on the head. I was like, oh, he didn't move. Okay, I think he's dead. Okay. Let's keep moving. Intuition was a little off that day. I was like, oh, look. He must could feel my spirit. Ma'am, he can't feel anything. Hello, Slavin. Did I buy a ticket for what? Oh, look at bro. I should go to my toddler. Oh, really? Okay, nice, Leah. I'm done in my edge fast. Mine's a swamp lizard. Ooh. Never saw a black one. Yeah, they're all over the place. He was meditating. Oh. Maybe that's it. Maybe he was meditating. Okay. What's funny, Dane, what was funny is I was telling them that I was talking about intuition and stuff, and I walked up and I stepped down and I was this close to a lizard, and I was like, wow, he must feel my spirit because he didn't move. And so I took a picture and then I went down to touch him and he didn't move. And I said, oh, I think he's dead. I said, so much for the intuition. He ain't feeling nothing. I'm pretty sure he did. But he didn't look smushed or nothing. So it was really unassuming. Because I was like, wow, he's really okay. But then when I tapped on his head and he didn't move. Remember, you take care of the snakes. I take care of almost other creature I I saw a black snake. I told y'all, right? I saw it yesterday. He was big. He probably was about this big around. And I only seen this much of him. But I could tell we're not going over there. We're not going over there. But now I was on an overpass. You know, it's like a walkway, like an overpass. But you could tell he was large. Hey, Dane. Hey, Gabby. Crab cakes? Okay. Ticket to let us be together. Okay, slave. You're right, though. You literally can't eat anything. Right? Nothing. Like, I'm really upset that I'm eating cashew peanuts. I should say peanut cashews. Because why are you bioengineering the only ingredient in here? You know? Like why? Like why? Ingredients is cashews, peanut oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower seed oil, canola oil, and salt. Which part of this did you engineer? The cashews, the oil, or the oil, or the oil, or the oil, or the salt? I'm scrolling through. What's the basis of your channel? So we talk about a lot of things spirituality on here. Spirituality, and then I'm pretty much a big person on like food and mindset and stuff. Hey, Vital. Long time no see. A great question, Leah. Don't pee pen alligators. I thought about it. I did. I've been walking, looking every day for alligator. I saw a turtle today, and he looked like he just was like, not that he was laying backwards, but he just was looking like he was having a good time. Was that yesterday? Maybe that was yesterday. Um, yes. You see, you got them all: rabbits, deers, ants, bees, snake. So what do dead? Oh, we're gonna say he was sleeping. We're gonna say he was sleeping. But lizards bring rejuvenation because they're and adaptability, because they can, grow their tails back and all that stuff. Hello, Kumar. Check to see if your superpowers work yet. Those seed oils are bad. I know. Yeah, I know. Turtles are dope. Yeah, turtles are good. Yeah. So at this point, with the world that we live in, you would have to. I don't even want to say like everything in moderation. It's more of a. You have to be very in tune with who you are and what you're doing and what your focus and what your drive is, because anything and everything can throw you off your path at this point, right? It could be like you could see this and you'd be like, this isn't good. Then I would tell you that, the meat you're eating is not good. Now it's the tissue paper, it's the toilet paper, it's not good. It's the, I watched this video today and he was like, why is there so much pollen? It was like, our bodies are supposed to adjust to pollen. Turns out, especially in America, that all the trees that they planted were all male trees on purpose, because the female trees would be the ones to absorb all the pollen, right? And to help to grow more fruits and vegetables and stuff. But they didn't want that because, then the stores wouldn't make money if there was so much abundance of fruits and vegetables. So they only planted male trees, and so that's why there's so much extra pollen when you come around this time, certain times of the year in the spring and stuff. So there's just so many different things. And what I thought was just one thing turns out that it's just a lot. It goes so much deeper than what I thought. At first, I thought it was just kind of like government, religion type stuff, but it goes so much deeper. So much deeper. If y'all ever join the membership, I'll tell y'all about it. Yeah. That almost makes me want to cry because it goes so much deeper than I thought. Okay. So let's talk about these feelings, because we talked about intuition. So the question is, by the way, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:26 a.m. 12:26 a.m. So we are like 30 minutes shy of 1 a.m. We would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us get to 75 likes this evening. We're at 62 likes in my screen. It says 62, maybe 63 for you. Double tap. Help us get to 75. And also answer our poll question. Do you know the difference between intuition and ego? 50% say yes, 27% say no, and 23% say please explain. So I'm so grateful that you said that. It's about control as always, right? But it's also about how you choose to live within it, right? if you, there was a, I can't remember what movie that was, but if you feel like you are less than, then you are less than. If you feel like you're more than, you are more than. Whatever you believe is true will be true for you. If you feel like you are living in a matrix, you are living in a matrix. If you feel like everything in life is hunky-dory, then it's hunky-dory for you. If you believe the sky is purple, the sky is purple. It really just truly depends on the amount of time, the amount of studying, the amount of research you've done. And then once you have been, I will say, I feel like once you are awakened to the things, you can't just go back in the box, right? You can, some people try and shy away and go back to what they know, but it doesn't, at some point you're gonna have to come back out, right? You can't, it's really hard to unsee things that have already been seen, right? Like if you know your history about something and then somebody tells you otherwise, you're like, no, I know it. And that is what like intuition is. Intuition is essentially like a knowing of something, as opposed to ego is like, well, I think this or I think that. Your ego is very much a very emotional based, and you'll get angry or you'll get upset or you'll feel triggered about something, but you don't even know where those feelings are coming from. Those are just emotions, as opposed to intuition, where intuition is that part of you that is at peace when the thing happens, or you get that download that says you should go this way, you should do these things. That's the difference between your intuition and your ego. Intuition is spirit led, it's like a download from God. Ego is conscious, right? Ego is something that you're dealing with right now, and you're in your emotions, you're in your feelings. We like to say intuition is calm and ego is loud. So those are the differences. Right. And so I was very much a, Jesus person too, until we understood Christ consciousness, until we started reading the book of Thomas and the book of Enoch, and learning about Mary Magdalene, and learning about spirituality, and learning about how different, they did different things to strip us away from different, and it's like, it's hard to not be upset. It's hard to not be angry. It's hard to not be in your ego when you learn about all the things that have been done to create this, to keep you stuck, to keep you in a place of frustration, right? You could literally just want to like, ugh. But then it goes back to being, hey, this is the experience. But in the midst of all of this, what do you do in the midst of this? So that's why that's why I don't go into the Charlie stuff, because in the midst of all of the chaos, how do you find your own order? That is the purpose. That's why we read the book, The Game of Life, and How to Play it. Because all of this is a game. All of this is chaos on purpose. How do you play your game? How do you play your game in the midst of the chaos? Okay, let's read this. Hello, Giovanni. Hello, Normal. Turtles are dope. Yes, they are. Hey, Aaron. What we consider almonds and pistachios are in long. See? Garth, look, it's everything. It's literally everything, right? The bananas. I love bananas, but bananas aren't bananas. Bananas are short like this. They're not big, and how we play the game in the midst of chaos. That is how you find order. That is how you stay the course. That is how you stay the course. You have to learn how to let things roll off of you. That's why when people say stuff in the chat, I'm like, we've been doing this for a long time, right? We've learned this for a long time. If you lived in these United States, you've seen a lot, you've learned a lot, you've experienced a lot. You have to learn how to stay even keeled. Hey, Jonah. Yes, distractions. Hello, Bojangles. How are you? Hello, Timothy from South Africa. Eat grass fed, go breastfeed. Yes, Joseph. It's a little hard to do when you travel as much because those oils and stuff have a lot of weight when you travel and you don't want to spill them and you can't fly with them. You had to put them under the plane because it's because anything they'll throw away. They plant those trees in public. Exactly, Vital. You got it. In true agricultural labor, right? But they knew that though. They did that, and then we have all the pesticides to kill the bees, but the bees help us to pollinate. It's just so much, and it's like in my brain, I'm like, surely they didn't know that it was gonna cause this much damage, or did they? You know what I mean? Like, how much is this like a oopsies, and how much of this is like, oh, we know what we were doing, right? Because he was like, they're not, but they're not that bright though. You be in your brain, you're like, they're not. They couldn't have thought all of this. Now as a collective, maybe, but not just in here, not just here in the States. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anyhow, hey Damien. Once you start seeking, then you go way down the road. Come on, Joseph. Them rabbit holes. Feeling nothing more than feelings. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Hey, David. Hey, silly teen. 5.26 in England. And I would like to believe I do. And my inner moral provides me with the faith that I do in correlation with my own self-awareness. That's good, James. I'm in the fifth dimension. Yeah, there's no turning back. But and part of you be like, right? Part of you, because you're so woke that, like, when you're in certain conversations, you have to, I think that's why you see certain people get to the 1%. You have some people who are very self-conscious. I mean, I say not self-conscious in a bad way, like very conscious of what they are doing and who they are now. So they are loners now, right? Like I'm a loner. And I'm not saying that I wasn't always a loner, but I'm really a loner now. And I'm very mindful of what I'm doing. And so now when I get around family, I just put that in the back. And I'll say a couple different things and then I'll put it back. And I'll say, Aysia, you can inundate people with this if you're not careful. And everybody's not ready for it, right? Because just because you're in the fifth dimension and everybody's in the third dimension, they can't see what you see, they can't hear what you hear, and experience what you experience. So in order to not just cast, like you can cast yourself out because they're like, I don't know what she's on. But I still want to have fun with my people, and I still want to have fun with them, even though it's however they choose to see the world, that would be on them. Now, if they ever choose to ask me questions about what I see, then we can have those conversations. However, I'm sure they know I'm different at this point. It is what it is. We are here. We are here. We are active. We are live on YouTube. We are telling the world what we know, and we can't take it back at this point because this is part of my purpose, right? My purpose is to tell you these things so that you can be more awake to these things. So the people who are coming on my live streams now, they're aware of it, right? Because they know this. Or at least they've contemplated or they've thought about it because you're here. So if you are here, that means you had to have an inkling of it, or you've had a thought of, why am I here? Why am I on this earth? What purpose do I serve? And what am I missing? Is there little things that you've experienced that are little cracks that the cracks in the foundation that you thought was solid, and then now you start to see little things starting to crumble, and now you're starting to ask more questions, and now you're getting more answers, and now you go a little deeper and you go a little deeper. And so that is why we are here. So every time somebody comes on and says, like David said, Jesus is Lord, I'm like, I'm so glad you're here, because now you've opened the door to different things that you didn't see before. And so now that you've unlocked that door, there is no turning back. However, it may take you a while to get to process some of these things, but at least the door has been opened. And so I'm grateful to that. So I don't have to be the one to necessarily walk you through that door, but at least the door is open so that you can start to see the crack, and you start to see that light coming through. And so the light you thought you were looking at was just a mirrored reflection from the actual light that is coming through. Hello, if that makes sense. Hello. It's spiral of uncovering. That's good, James. Layers on layers. Come on now. I've merged all dimensions from my own universe. So good. Spiderweb of navigation, right? That matrix. And when you think about the stuff that you see in Hollywood, and you're like, that's crazy. That could never happen. Where do you think they got that from? It already happened. Most of it already happened. It's just, you just didn't know. You just didn't know. Like, I'm excited about my expand. I want to see what powers I get. I just want to know what I get. Over time, I have to come to see my ego is an untamed self-worth. Yeah, your ego. And here's the thing, we've done so much work only to be like, I still got more work to do. Because the way this lunar eclipse did me this week, I thought we were done. There was always work to be done. Even when you thought you did all the work, there is still more layers to be done. So just know that this process is ongoing, ever going, for as long as you live. So enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that you will not know everything. That the more you learn, the more you will not know. The more you will uncover, the angrier you probably should get, but you shouldn't get, because you already know how this works. And that's why we read the game of life and how to play it, so that you can equip yourself with enough knowledge and information to know how to counteract all the things that will be thrown at you during the course of this time, during the course of your life, during the course of the planetary movements, during the course of the retrogrades and the full moons and the new moons and all the things. As long as you know how to center yourself, how to focus yourself, how to turn back into self, and realign yourself with your soul, and navigate through all the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day stuff, in addition to what you're eating, and being mindful of how to detox from all the things and all the parasites in our bodies and all the cancer and all the things, and knowing how to heal your body by what you're saying, because a lot of our ailments start with our thoughts and mind first, and then they come out in our body. So there's a lot of things, but as long as you learn how to play the game, you will do fine. And because you are here, I know that you are on your way to knowing how to play the game. So as long as you stay equipped and you follow us, you're going to be light years ahead of a lot of the people that are on this planet, okay? Okay. Did you learn about Sophia? Listen, Vital, I just came across a little bit of the Mary Magdalene and the Sophia stuff, and I promise you, there was a I meant to tell my mom about this, because there was a guy that my sister he was a good friend of hers, and he had said something about Sophia, and I was back real Christian back then, and we was like, what is that? And he didn't explain it that well, and he was kind of like how I am sometimes when I talk about Christ consciousness, because I know enough to know what we learned in religion was not what it is now, right? However, he didn't have enough knowledge and to explain it well to where we could understand it. And so we looked at him like, "What?" And that was my very first time hearing that stuff. And we was like, "Who's Sophia and something, something, something?" Only to come back to that. I kid you not, it was like 2 days ago, and I was sitting and listening to it, and I was like, "Oh, that's what he was talking about." And at the time, it was so far over our head. And so here I am now having that same thought process. And I was like, you know what? When I have these conversations with people and it goes over their head, and I was like, this is that exact same moment that he probably had. And he probably was like, you know what? Let me not even. Because they're not at a place to receive it, right? People have to be at a place to be able to receive the information that you're giving. Otherwise, they're going to negate it as negative. They're going to say it's wrong. They're going to call you a liar. They're going to call you this and that. And they're going to be taken aback because they've never had the experience. And so this is reasons why when you have these awakenings and you have these moments of like, I got to tell the world. I need to tell everybody. All this is fake. None of this is real. And they'll look at you like, what? But I just ate this food. Of course it's real. And it was like, but it's not. All this is so and so. And you can't do that because they haven't had the experience. So the most you can do is you can live your life. And as you continue to grow, they will begin to see the shift in you. They will begin to see the change in you. And then from there, because they've physically seen it with their eyes, they know something is changing and they know you're getting better and they're staying the same. And then that's when they migrate to you, right? So it is no longer I gotta help my people. I gotta help everybody. I gotta do all these things. It doesn't work that way. Now, how it works is let me take care of myself. Let them see what I'm doing, even though they may think I'm cuckoo crazy. They think I may be batch, right? Just out there. We are delusional at this point, right? To everybody else around us, they think we are, I'm just woo woo out here just kissing and hugging trees all day and, talking to the stars, I guess. I don't know, I'm talking to the deers and stuff. So they thinking I'm probably, you know, 2 steps away from somebody's straitjacket, right? Which is fine. Let them think that way, right? Because they're not used to what we've experienced thus far. And so now you just allow yourself to just stay on your path. And in time, they'll see. And when they see, then they'll understand. And then they may ask you questions, they may not. They may find their way to awakenings, but probably not through you because you are too close to the source and you're still the person that they think you used to be, right? So they won't come to you for those things. They will probably get it from somewhere else, but as long as they get the awakening, that's all we can be, that's all we can hope for, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's read this chat. Then I'm going to read these feelings, okay? In the meantime, double tap that screen. Help us get to 75 likes this evening. We're at 67, I think. Help us get to 75 likes because we are so close. And answer our poll question. Do you know the difference between intuition and ego? We have 55% that says yes. We have 25% that says no. And 20% that says please explain. Okay, let's read this chat. God watches children, says in the paradox of his divine orchestration, the haunting echoes, every unwavering calling and the tremble beneath his divine sky. We're left questioning. Yeah. Hey, David, the daughter of Zion. Oh, wow. I know. Gnostic philosophy. Yeah. You're so beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Nosferatu. One is all is one. God experience itself as man mirrors. Yep. Entropy and chaos, and we dance between the finding. Oh, entropy and chaos, and we dance between finding and balance. Yes. Oh, yes. That's good. Did I get it? Okay. Sorry. John, hey John. Okay, I told you. We grow real bananas and coconuts. There are many worlds within the world. I like your view plans. Thank you, Dane. I get to go. Piper says I get to go to homecoming. And I get to go with my crush, who's my best friend. He doesn't know I like him. But how do I know if he likes me back? Do you have any signs? Oh, Piper. If he's going with you, I feel like he already knows. And he probably feels the same way. That's really cool, Piper. You can tell if he looks at you and he almost like his heart skips a beat, like he there's like a thing that guys do with their eyebrows, like their eyebrows jump, like they can't help it. Like if you go to homecoming and you're really dressed up and like you take his breath away and he like pauses for a second and he like is cheesing from ear to ear because he can't like contain his smile and he doesn't know what to say. Oh yeah, you got him, girl. Yeah, he's done. He's toast. Okay, that's why they laugh. He's toast. Just so you know. Then he'll like look away because he can't focus. He'll probably stumble over his words. He might trip. You know, it's cute. It's really cute. But like, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's get out of the way. Yes. James Silver. Don't be simple. Believe on the Lord. Call on Him. No concern. Self-maximizing. Right. Garth Vital. Yes. Untamed self. Let me see. We don't have a long time is sped up. Confess. Yeshua. Yeah. Let me see. The clown. Okay, Joseph. The clowns and performance at the circus aren't super bright, but the ringleaders know what they're doing. Right. And here's the thing: like when you are younger, you don't know why your favorite. And then we talked about this a long time ago. I have not talked about this in a while. And I asked people, what was your favorite childhood movie? And the reason why I asked that is because I do think that was your childhood movie, it has a lot to do with your purpose now. And mine was The Wizard of Oz, right? Only to realize that The Wizard of Oz, right behind the curtain, the Wiz is just a man. And then I started, when then in school we read the book, The Wizard of Oz. Then we understood the difference between the Tin Man is the TIN number, which is your social security number, right? And the Wiz is the government, and then you know what I mean. Like everything was broken down, and it still didn't make sense at that point because it's like, oh, it's just this is the book, but I understand the symbolism. But now it has a completely different meaning, right? Like there's some real oh. And then you think about the Wicked Witch, and then you were thinking she's so bad, only to go back and watch the actual Wicked to realize no, she's the one that's woke, but you turn her into the bad. Oh, ego. And this is the game of life and how to play it. So you just have to learn how to live in it. This is all a game. Hey, tall boy. Be careful at work. Yeah. Hey, David. We have been awakened. You must be able to flow between the dimensions. I have been a loner until I encountered my vibe drives on. Come on, Vital. Come on. You love my teeth. Thank you, Ricky. Jesus is like. David, you have to listen to Christ consciousness. Then you'll really find the light. It's look it up, Christ consciousness. You're close. Listen, Jesus it's not a bad thing. It needs to be shifted because there's still some things in there that have need. Um, ooh, somebody gave us $20. Hold on, wait, let me see. Okay, hello, Louise. What color is your what? Yes, but it comes frustrating dealing with those of lower levels of dimension. Some things we see in reality. Yeah, Garth, it is because there'll be people like you be wanting to explain it to them. Like when people get sick and it was like, I've had friends and surgery and stuff, and I'm like, no. Oh, I'm so anti-surgery. Oh, I'm so anti. I'm like, let's try this. Let's try everything else first. Holistic, everything else first. I don't want none of that stuff because I just don't. You already have your power, so I see it. You're a groovy cosmic cheek. Thank you, Joseph. Hello, Widow. Is it Widow? Thank you, Widow. There's a group my mom used to listen to called Fifth Dimension Medley Aquarius. Let the sun shine. I was a child that loved the song. Word vibes with essence. That's good. You play the game. Always remember balance. Yeah, balance. Hey, Sandy. Hello, Jalea. I love God, Jalea. Hello, Uno. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Phil. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's divine timing and synchronicity. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Paul. Hello. Greetings from Russia. Educating people who have not grasped the hidden. You are right. Yes. Hey, Posh. Not all information out there is real, so discriminate by confirming all you need. Yeah. I like to say find. Oh, Maurice. Hey, Maurice. Thank you, Maurice. Hey, Daniel. How are you? So listen, I will say that there is so much information out there. And you're right, it's a lot. You do a lot of sifting. You do a lot of sifting. And then there's a lot of I'm gonna read this thing in a second. These feelings. Hola. Hello, Yahweh. Hello, Nora. James, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That's my song right there. I love the words. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Itsuki. Thank you. Very sad and informative. Yes, Yahweh. James said, wait, what? Wait, what? I don't know what that means. You gotta tell me. I love you too, Alaji. The chat is so far behind the conversation. Yes, yes. Harandra. Hello, hello. Alaji. Hey, Samuel. Glad you're French. Bonjour. Hello, Martin. Thank you, Alex. Hello. Hello, Sierra. Thank you. Jesus concept. Okay, thank you, my vital. Jesus concept is metamorphic. Christ means anointed is actually really intriguing. Enigmatic. I can never say that word. Enigmatic. Somebody sound that out for me in phonetics, please. If you love investigating, yes, sifting. Yummy. Okay, you are the most grounded and realistic yet esoteric and spiritual person I've ever seen. Oh, thank you, James. Cause I feel it. It's like, right? It's like it's vibrating through my being, and my soul is like, you cannot hide this. It's like wanting to hide under a rock, but every time you hide underneath the rock, like the rock disappears. You know, it's just we're here now. And I heard from somebody else. I watched Erin Lyons TV, ErinLyons TV, and she says it a lot. She was like, you get to a point where you have no other option. Like there is no other options. I have, you know how you like try to run away, and like I imagine like people who are in the closet and stuff, they have probably tried all of the things, right? Like, well, I could just do this, I just do that, and maybe if I do this, and you'd be like, you know what, bump it. We're just out here, because there is no other way to you just can't hide it. If it's in you as you and it's you, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's just do this. Let's just do this and see what we see and feel what we feel and experience what we experience. Shout out to 100 poll questions. How can I not get to the 75 likes? Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap the screen. James, I am a Gemini. A Gemini. Double tap the screen and help us get to 75 likes. Hello, Celestino. No, I'm not married. I speak this much French. I did take 4 years of French in high school, but it's been a very long time, and so it may be a very long time since I will be able to learn all of it, but I do want to go to France. I have not been to France yet. It is definitely on the list. Somebody asked me what countries I wanted to go to last night, and I forgot. Definitely France. Absolutely. I need some pizza for sure, and I need to learn some more French. Hello, Samuel. And if you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:59 a.m. So we are like this close to 1 a.m., which normally is our cutoff time. However, we're going to hang out a little bit while because I like this conversation that we're in. And I want you to double tap that screen and help us get to 75 likes this evening. Please and thank you. And also let us know in the poll, do you know the difference between your intuition and your ego? It's been a very interesting conversation. So I am very grateful for each and every one of you. And if you still have questions about the difference between intuition and ego, let us know. We've been talking about it quite often this evening. But the general basis is your ego is your conscious state, right? Your ego is how you are feeling in the moment. And when you get irritated or you get agitated about something, and you're not sure like how to move forward, you're like, well, I need to do this, or should I do this? And that would be in your ego, because your ego is unregulated, whereas your intuition is a knowing, intuition is a download, intuition is a calming spirit. It is it's like sacred. It's almost like smooth and cool water, right? Like you just know it's calming. It's just gonna calm you down, whereas your ego is usually flustered or irritated, and your ego creates that rise and that fire within you, whereas intuition is just like this is it, right? Like when people say that they found the love of their life because they just knew, that would be kind of like that intuition. Like it's just a knowing. It's just like, this felt like nothing ever else I've felt before. That's how you know it's intuition. You can't explain it with any of your senses. It just came from somewhere else outside of you, and yet you knew that was the thing that you were supposed to do, right? You had tried all these other things. You had tried all these other options. You had several other things that kept you stuck, or you kept getting a no, you kept getting rejected time after time after time after time. And yet when you tried this one thing, everything is smooth, everything works in your favor, everything flows, there is no hiccups, there is no setbacks, it just goes. That's how you know when it's intuition as opposed to ego. Okay. Feelings, explored every option, and return back to yourself. That's it. Yep. The story representing the economic struggles and the debate over currency standards, particularly gold versus silver debate. Yeah. Hey, Samuel. Mercy. Mercy, Samuel. Hello, Aaliyah. Thank you so much, Aaliyah. Hey, RG. Hello, Ian. The ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. That's good. That's really good. I like that. What's my favorite pet? I had a dog. I had a rabbit before. I also had a hamster. She bit everybody. I didn't like that. And they're very much nocturnal. And I had a cat at one point. I guess the dog, because I had the dog the longest, my baby. And rabbits eat everything. I had a rabbit, named it Thumper when I was younger. Took a bite out of my shoes and everything. It was like, oh my gosh. It would hide up underneath the oven where we found rabbit poo for a year because they had these little round balls when they poop. And we would find them for a year, probably for a year after we got rid of that rabbit. It's so cute. I love rabbits still. I love stuff. No, I named it Thumper. And then I named my dog Icy. Hello, Hans. Hello, Julian. Gar said dog's his favorite. Okay, so feelings. This goes to our in line with what we're talking about tonight. The difference between ego and intuition. But I want you to write this down, okay? This is how you know what you're feeling in your body. If you hear and you feel it in certain areas in your body, this is what they mean. Hello. Journey. We're in the matrix. It is part of the game. Feelings. Why did you say my name in Spanish? What do you mean? Okay. So if you feel it in your chest, it's fear. Okay? If you feel a certain feeling in your chest, that's usually fear. If you feel it in your tummy, that's intuition. So that's what we're talking about here. That's how you know if it's intuition. It's usually you feel it in your stomach, you feel it in your tummy. If you feel it in your head, that's anger. Like we go, oh, I could just explode. That's anger. When you feel it in your mouth, that's disgust. Okay? When you feel it in your face, that's shame. And then when you feel it in your throat, that's sadness. Okay? And you can use that as a guide to tell you what's wrong and how you're feeling. I'm going to go over them one more time. So, if you feel it in your chest, that's fear. If you feel it in your tummy or your stomach, that's intuition. If you feel it in your head, that's anger. If you feel it in your mouth, that's disgust. If you feel it in your face, that means you're ashamed of it. And then if you feel it in your throat, that's sadness, okay? So that's how you can tell what feelings you are having. So if you are feeling it in your head or in your chest or your face, those are all ego, okay? That's all ego. Tell me intuition. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Code Rabbit. Matrix, ego is selfish. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, even about that word selfish though, but the word selfish, we've made it sound like it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing because you were brought here for yourself. You should be selfish. And the thing is, because of the I feel like the religious narrative, you feel like you always have to, what would Jesus do? You have to be outside of yourself. And here's the thing, like if you look at angel numbers or universal codes, actually I was listening to a lady on Instagram. She said it's not angel numbers, it's actually angles. The angles of angle numbers, not angel numbers. But if you look at 666, it's actually giving. And so it's interesting because we've said it's like it's a negative, but it's giving. And so it would be giving to yourself, which would be selfish, right? But you need selfish. You need to give to yourself in order to fulfill yourself, to be able to even bless or help anybody else. So I think it's such an interesting way that they did that. You can't make this stuff up. Okay. Just checking in. Hey Fred, how are you? Hey Journey. What kind of matrix and what kind of game? James, Journey. You should watch the movie The Matrix because even though it came out in the 1990s, it's very relevant to today. And then The Matrix is essentially like reality versus AI. If you go back and watch it, because I just saw it maybe last year, I was like, wow, this is eerie. But that's where we are. Hey JB2. Et tu amo. Second brain in the gut. Yep. Last night just posted. It just got posted last night? Why am I so slow? Inner desire. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 1:10. Oh, look how close we are to these angle numbers, right? It is 1:10. We would love for you to double tap that screen and like this live. Help us get to 75 likes this evening. Also answer our poll question. Do you know the difference between intuition and ego? And we would love for you to like and subscribe. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We just hit 5,500 subscribers today, so we are very grateful. So we're halfway through to our goal of 6,000 subscribers. So we would love for you to join us on this journey where we talk about spirituality, we talk about intuition and ego, we talk about relationships and lifestyle. If that is something that you are interested in, we would love for you to come and join us and hang out with us. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. It is officially 111, so we love that 111 number, which is usually a number for new beginnings. And so if you are here and you like and subscribe, you have begun a new beginning. And so for that, we are so grateful for that. And we are grateful because now you have a sense of awakening and you have opened that door that you did not know you needed to open, and the door is now cracked. And so welcome. You will start to see more things that will unfold for you in ways that you had not experienced before. So be mindful of that. You will be heightening your senses. You do have 15 senses, not just 5. As we have been told, you have 5 mental, you have 5 physical, and you have 5 spiritual ones. And so now you will start to believe those things. You will start to see those things unfold. Be mindful of your energy. Be mindful of the things around you. Be mindful of what you say out of your mouth, because what you say is going to be verbalized and vibrate in your body. Our bodies are made of water. And so anything that we say is amplified every time we speak it into existence. So always be mindful of what you're saying and how you're treating others, because it definitely comes back onto you. So we would love for you to join us if that is something that you are interested in. Most of our members, our subscribers, our family, our friends are in our 30s. So if you're a millennial, shout out to millennials. Woo woo. You are in the right place. We are navigating this life together, okay? I am 39. If you did not know, I know I don't look it, but I am. And my name is Aysia Smiles, okay? All right, let's get back to the chat. We need to behold. Too many people have taught to see. It is bad, yet it's best to make her ego our friend. Yeah, and I think for me, what I had to do was I kept shying away from the inner child. You know, like when people be like, oh, you gotta, like we're adults, we're not supposed to do this, we're not supposed to do that. Oh, do these things. That's why I'm doing handstands. That's why I'm being really girly. That's why I'm, painting my nails, and I'm putting my feet in the ground, because I feel like it's something that helps me get back to my inner child, right? Because when we were children, we were running outside, we were playing outside. We played outside till the tree lights came on, and that's what made us youthful. That's what made us young. And so as we get older and we wonder why we're sicker and wonder why we're doing these things, everything that we were told not to do, we've told our children to do. And we're seeing the effects of what happened, right? The reason why you wear shoes, oh, you don't want, I stopped wearing, I was like, oh no, I need to wear shoes because I would get wingworms. I was like, ugh, ringworms. But the amount of times that I put my feet in this grass and have not gotten I was like, where did all this come from? All these thoughts that I had about this or that. And it's just so many little things that we've done over time that have created this narrative for us, which have caused us to get sicker and sicker and sicker, right? That's why I say I don't mind going outside. When I stopped eating sugar, I stopped getting allergies. But now I know about the allergies and the pollen, because the pollen is because of trees, and the trees are all male and there's no females. And there are so many rabbit holes that you can go down in this life. It would be more beneficial for you to focus on self first, which is why most of our channel is called about spirituality and the interpersonal relationship we have with yourself. And that's why we are on our self-love series, because it is easier for us to navigate in this life, in this fifth dimension, in this in the world that we live in today, if you know who you are and you can focus on that and turn yourself inward to know who you are, because there are going to be so many distractions to keep you from who you really are. And you have got to stay focused. You have got to have ultimate clarity in who you are and what you are becoming. Otherwise, you will not get there. And it's going to be extremely difficult for you to block out all the noise without knowing who you are in your divine right? So that's why we do the work. That is why we do the work. $50. I get you. Huh? Bet it. Go on to bet it. Hey, Journey. So you're the matrix or the oracle. Oh, you know what, Journey? You might be on something. I am your frequency tonight. Oh, you're on my frequency, James? I love that. Yes, heart to heart energy. Heart to heart energy. When I see people now, I make sure I give them hugs. I did not realize, in so many things. Here's the thing, right? Even to the quarantine, and it caused us all to stay in the house. It did a couple things, right? One, it kept us in the house and it kept us away from each other. But then it also had us start to be in tune with our mind. So even though there are things that they are doing to separate and divide us, your spiritual sense will never forget these things, and it has to come out some way, shape, or form. I think that's why it's coming out now, because you're having so much chaos right now, and then you have AI. That our world is a world of duality and neutrality, meaning that there is no good or bad, it's only neutral. So it would behoove you to focus on yourself, knowing that if you take a side, there is no side, right? The people who are on this side who feel like they're right are the same people who are on this side, just mirrored. And both sides think that they're right. And to some degree, both sides are right because it depends on what side you're on. So it doesn't even mean anything when you think about it as that, right? It's everything is the same. Everything is neutral here. You may feel a certain type of way, but that's ego, right? That's ego. I'm joining this journey with you. Thank you, James. Join journey to Cody. JB, keep that good energy. Thank you, JB, too. I appreciate you. Yeah, 71. Oh, 72 likes. We're so close. We're so close. 15 senses. Yes. So, JB, we have 15 senses. I will read them to you. We have 5 physical, 5 mental, and 5 spiritual. You might want to get a pen and write these down. If you have not heard that you have 15 senses, that is correct. You have 15. You do not have 5. That was by design. That somebody told you only had 5 because they wanted to keep you in a state where you would not discover the other ones. Because if you were to discover the other senses that you had, you might want to use them. And when you use them, you may not want to do the things that you've been doing because you would want to explore these newfound senses that you have. Like if you knew that if you knew that if you practiced for 6 years, you would learn how to fly, and you would be able to fly like Superman. You would be like, bump a 9 to 5. I'm finna learn how to fly. Hey, look, if I can fly, and I don't have to actually physically get in a plane and fly, but I could fly myself to a different country, I'm going to practice, right? If I know that it's going to take me 4.5 years to levitate this box, I'm going to learn for 4.5 years, right? Because these are things that I'm like, wow, I didn't know that I could do that. Just the same thing as I'm doing these handstands now. And if I knew 30 years ago that 30 years from now I would be learning handstands and could do them, I didn't know. But now I'm 90 days in, I'm like, oh wow, you're getting kind of good at this. So you can do these things. So there are things that we can do to enhance what we've been doing. And we didn't know these things because we thought it was like a one and done, like I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that to do these things. Anything and everything that you want to do, you can do. It just takes practice. If you want to be a really, really good singer, you can do that. If you want to be a really, really good speaker, you can do that. If you want to be a really great salesman, if you want to be right, you like basketball. Like there's so many different things. Don't count yourself out, right? There are too many people in this world who are doing things that are far beyond what I would have ever thought could be done. People with no arms, no legs that are driving and moving, and they are like happy as, you know what I mean? Like they don't have no problems. They're not upset about it. They're not worried. They just want to be able to, they'll show you what they can do and how they move. There's a guy on Instagram called Nubs, and he only has 2 nubs, and he does his hair, well, he puts his hair in a tie, and he cooks and stuff. And so you're like, how is he doing all these things? How can he do this? How can he do that? And I was like, and then you're able-bodied and frustrated. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Because there are people with no arms, no legs, literally driving. I saw the lady today. She had literally had, yeah. She maybe this much. Like half a shoulder, you know what I mean? And she was like, and she uses her nub to turn her steering wheel. I was like, you know what, Asian, get up and get yourself out. get up and get yourself together, because you know what I mean? Like when you see stuff like that, there is no excuse, right? Because you're able-bodied and you'll be feeling down and out on the things that you're dealing with. And then there's somebody who always has it worse. And they're fine. And they're just like they don't see what you see, right? They don't see the world in the way that you see it. So, yeah. Okay, let's read these senses. So you have the first 5 senses are physical, of course. We all know these. You can say them with me. You have sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, right? We understand these, okay? So then we get to the 5 mental ones, which you've heard of. You just didn't know they were senses, right? Because you had just talked about these in maybe your reading class or studying and stuff, but you didn't know these were actual senses, so that you can really tap into these now. So your 5 mental senses are imagination, memory, intuition, reason, and willpower. Okay? And then we have our 5 spiritual ones. You have clairvoyance, which is you see things that other people can't see. Clairaudience, these are the clairs, C-L-A-I-R. Voyance, V-O-Y-A-N-C-E. You see things or know things that other people can't. That's clairvoyance. Then you have clairaudience, C-L-A-I-R. A-U-D-I-E-N-C-E, which is you hear things that other people can't hear. You hear things that other people can't hear. Clairaudience. You have clairsentience, which is C-L-A-I-R-S-E-N-T-I-E-N-C-E, clairsentience. When you can feel or sense things that other people can't feel or sense, okay? Then you have claircognizance, C-L-A-I-R-C-O-G-N-I-Z, let me say, E-N-C-E, claircognizance. When you just know something without being told or seeing it. You just know it without being told or seeing it. And then you have clairalience. C-L-A-I-R-A-L-I-E-N-C-E. You can smell things that other people can't. Okay? So now you have those 5 physical senses, but now the 5 physical senses match with the 5 spiritual senses. So you have a total of 15. And then you have the 5 mental, which is imagination, memory, intuition, reason, and willpower. And so when you are sitting there and feeling stuck and feeling like, why can't I do this or why can't I do that? I want you to tap into these senses. And I'm pretty sure, now that I've mentioned them, I'm pretty sure there is at least one of these spiritual senses that you have experienced and you didn't know it. Like there are people who are like, what's that smelling like? I don't smell it. You don't smell that? Oh my God, it's so strong, right? And those are those people who have the sense of clairalience. And then, there are people who see things. Like I think I'm clairvoyant. But you have all these senses, by the way. You have all 15. I do think sometimes we lean on others more than some more than others. So I'm just curious. Let me know in the chat, which ones do you think you lean on the most? Which spiritual ones do you feel like do you hear things? Do you see things? Do you feel things? Like when somebody comes up on you, you can feel it, right? Like you can feel when somebody's right behind you, right? That's that clairsentience, right? You can feel it. Then you have, or you'll be like, I just feel the need to call so-and-so and check on them, right? Then you call them, I was just thinking about you. Oh, so you summoned me. That's what it was. Then you just summoned me, right? But you feel like their energy. You feel their presence. So you feel like, hey, I need to call them. You just know that. Like these are things you're like, I don't know. I just feel like so-and-so. But now you know that they're senses and you can sense these things. So now you can tap into them because you know that they're real, okay? All right, let's read this chat. You look more younger. The matrix system, power. Okay, that's why I have to. Power of the tongue, watch words. Yes, yes. The matrix means life is simulated. We have a higher self who directs the vessel. So, yes, yes, yes. Vital. You look younger, yes. 39 and looking divine. Ooh, James, I like that. 39 and looking divine. Mm-hmm. Let me write that down. Please tell us how to feel each thing again. Overthinker. Say that again, JB. Please tell us how to feel each thing. What you mean? Humans have decorated ourselves since our existence. Mm-hmm. Vital said he's Gen X. Okay, gotcha. Tribal or traditional. Hello, Leonardo. Feet need to feel the earth and get living vibration. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. You get so much energy. Remember, energy is never destroyed, created or destroyed. It's just transferred, right? So every time you step foot in the grass, and I saw a video. The reason why they put us in caskets now is they want to block our energy, right? But energy is transferred, right? So when you put somebody in a casket, you are hiding the energy. But the energy, if you were just put in the ground, your energy would be transferred through the trees, through the grass, through the earth. Like that's why when you put your feet in the ground, there's so much energy there, right? It's like a human like the earth is our charger. Like you know what I mean? Like a portable charger. You just put your feet in the earth and I'm charging. That's how I'm plugged in. I'm plugged in. I try to put my feet in the grass at least daily. I'm plugged in. And then it's taking toxins out of my body, but it's also recharging me, and it's also giving me. I think it's interesting because we always talk about down. Maybe I'm getting uploaded, right? Maybe my uploads are coming through my feet, you know. The touch is essential. Hey, Brando. Where am I at? Okay. Do you want a baby? 6'8". That's really tall. But yes, I do still want children. I think because there is another level of awakening when women go through childbirth, and I was reading up on that today. There was like, that's why they rush childbirth, because it's a spiritual thing that's happening when a woman goes through childbirth. I can't remember the stages. It's similar to like an ayahuasca experience that you have when a woman goes through childbirth. That's why they rush it, because they want you to get through it. But the awakenings that women have. So yes, I do want children. Don't die. Ooh, yes, especially the negative people without negative energy. What books do you recommend? Oh, JP, that's a good question. Are you talking about as far as spirituality? There's a book that I need to read. I need to order it, and it's a. Here's several. Okay, so right now, JB, we're reading The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. I would say, if we're talking, The God Works Through Faith is a good one too. I like The Power of the Unlimited Imagination by Neville Goddard. Is it The Miracle of Now or The Law of something? Marianne Williams has some good ones too. Return to Love I like by Marianne Williamson. She talks about miracles. That's a good one too. Especially, okay, so the one from Marianne Williamson is a good book if you are looking to overcome, like, let's say you really dislike somebody, or you really are having a hard time moving past maybe an ex, or a husband or a wife, or ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like, or like family childhood wounds and stuff like that, things that you have not been able to get over. Read Return to Love. That's a good book for that. But we can talk about books all day. Hello, Dalton. You want to spoil me? You can send me a super chat. But thank you. Okay. And then we do have I have a donation button in my bio. Okay. Let's see here, Asia. I sent you a whole paragraph on Facebook. Why are you on Facebook? I'm over here. I don't check those, by the way. Somebody else runs my Facebook and my Instagram. Okay. But I feel like I put in the thing and I say run by somebody else so that y'all don't go over there looking for me. I have no side. Vlad. You don't have to have a side. I prefer you not have a side at all, actually. Then you're in the right place. You don't need a side. The only side you should be concerned about is your side because you are the only one running your race. This is a game and you are the only one playing. You don't have to take a side. You don't have to. You don't have to. Now, you use the word hate, which is up to you. However, I will say that if that is the word that you are using, that is the word that you are spewing out, which means it's going to ripple back and come back onto you. So if you want to have a better, happier, healthier life, the words that you say vibrate and they become your reality. So if in fact you want to have a better life, then we use the negative words and we turn them into positives. The more you attract, the more positive thoughts you have, the more positivity you will get in your life. The more negative you say, the more negative you will get in your life. It's plain, it's simple. All work works. It either works on you or it works for you, but it works. Okay? Gotta be mindful of anything and everything we say at all times. It can be used against you. I don't know about the court of law, but it can be used against you in this body of yours. Okay? The touch is essential. They knew it would adversely impact people. It was all a test of power. Yep, that's it, Vital. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I'm very mindful of if I don't hug a person, I'm either putting and I will say this, if you don't have a person to hug, that is one reason I do like church for. Church makes sure people get that human connection, that human feel. They are holding hands when they pray, or you are hugging people when you get to church. Hey, so-and-so, hey, so-and-so. That is one thing that I will say that the church does well. The church does that human connection, and that's why it's so powerful. That's why it's so strong. It's not necessarily, I think it's that human part of it, of they need somewhere to go that they can feel that warmth of another body, and they can all have those experiences. And so I think that is why it is so powerful, because they are hugging and stuff. If you do not have anybody that you can hug or spend time with or be around, make sure you are grounding your energy, meaning you are putting your feet in the grass, you are touching a tree, you are talking to nature, do something outside. You are getting this vitamin D. It is about, the time is about to change. It's about to get cool. It's about to get colder. The days are going to get shorter. You are going to start to experience the withdrawals of that sunlight. You're going to start to experience the withdrawals of not having that vitamin D. And so be mindful of it now. That's why we are in this self-love series, September series, so that you can prepare now for what's coming. So when it does get dark and it does get cold, we don't go immediately to depression, right? We don't go immediately to feeling bad about ourselves. We know how to bounce back. We know how to set ourselves up so that we can move forward comfortably and with good intentions, and not be angry or mad at anybody. We are just focused, right? We can recenter ourselves. Hey, why am I feeling this way? Is this intuition or is this ego? Is this intuition or is this ego, right? Okay, this feels ego, right? I feel upset. I feel frustrated. I feel mad. I feel angry. I feel triggered. That's definitely ego. Intuition is, hey, this feels good. And then this goes right, and this goes right, and this goes right, and this goes right. And that's how we know it's intuition. Because when it's intuition, your spirit and your soul are aligned, right? That's how you know it's intuition. It flows and it's symmetrical, right? Ego is asymmetrical. It's just symmetry. Okay. Hello, Felix. Are you a child or an adult? I am an adult myself. Felix, I am an adult child. I am an adult, Felix. We are very much childlike at heart, though. That is what keeps us youthful, is understanding our path, moving forward and knowing where we've been, and knowing that there is no way in which we can move forward if we leave our childlike self behind, because it's impossible. That is how our foundation was built, and we cannot leave the foundation that was built without the inner child. So she gotta come, he gotta go. You gotta live together in harmony. You have to be able to sit with him or her and ask them what they need and what they would like in response, so that we don't have outbursts and we don't feel triggered and we don't get angry and lash out at people for no reason. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Double tap, double tap, double tap that screen. We got the 75 likes. I've been talking so long, I forgot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you would love to like and subscribe, we would love to have you like and subscribe. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Double tap that screen to like this live and answer our poll question. Do you know the difference between intuition and the difference between ego? Yes, let us know. I will also do I'm going to do a couple of one-on-ones, maybe like 2 or 3. They are going to be in the description. I will have to do them I probably will do it tomorrow, or if not this evening, because I still got to build it out and what that looks like. But based on the chat tonight, this has been a really good conversation. So I think I want to do a couple. I might do maybe one group session, like over Zoom, if y'all wanted like a little bit deeper. It would be a cost to it, but I think it would be good. Tonight was good. Okay. So if that is something you're interested in, let me know. How are the mods? The mods are great today. Robert and I think Nevaeh is disappeared. Robert, do you need help, honey? Because I promise you, I don't know. We're going to have to listen. Come end of September, my moderators are going to get a rude awakening. I love them, but some of them are going to get up. Because listen, where are they? How is it that you give people like, we gave you the blue wrench, and you be like, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I'm so. Everybody can't handle the wrench. Do you smell what the wrench is cooking? Everybody can't. How are you, Brando? Yes, we are human batteries. Like, what's the... Hello, Armand. Hey, Gregory. Always open to a hug. Hug each other in the memory. To the great Leo. Yes. That's it, Garth. The funniest in the world. Thank you. Yes, I know what you mean. Hello, Nikosi. Okay, I'm listening. There are a couple reasons why some things were hidden or kept untaught. One is to make people conform to another. Absolutely. It's higher self-work. Seeking and finding brings within accomplishments. That's true. Yeah, because I feel if we didn't already know these things, it wouldn't it wouldn't make as much of an impression, right? If you already knew you had 15 senses, I think you would want to explore them. But discovering something you didn't know was there is so powerful though, right? Don't you get it's almost you get excited knowing like, oh, I'm not crazy. There are people can literally do these things. Like you thought X-Men was just a joke, and they're mutants and they're this and they're that. No, they're us. They're us, and we're gonna be the odd ones out because um there are people around not realizing that they can tap into these powers that they don't know that they have, right? But we all have them. Everybody has a gift. Now you just got to figure out what your gift is, and are you willing to overcome your fear to step into your gift and step into your light and step into your awakening and step into that soul and that mission that you've been called to do. Hello, Hans. Ability to send something watching you. Even the military acknowledges on a serious level. Oh, yes, James. Hello, Sitar. Tribes can smell city. Tribes can smell city humans. Wow, James, that's so powerful. Hey, two homestead phones. Clairvoyant is this person believed to have the ability to perceive information to the sixth sense or sixth sense. Beyond what can be gathered. That's good. That's why military does a lot. Interesting. Wow. And also, I'm not like a big fan of deodorant anyway because it has the aluminum in it, and the aluminum is right under here. Your lymphatic drainage system sits right up under your clavicle, and then as women they was like, oh, we should shave. So like, well, I will shave, but then the hair helps you block, keeps your keeps your pores from being exposed, right? So then you put on deodorant, and deodorant blocks it. The deodorant that we have, most of our deodorant, you can get aluminum free, but then there's that fragrance part, and you don't know what's in the fragrance because it just says fragrance. And because they feel like I don't have to tell you what's in the fragrance because it makes it smell good, it passes. But there's something in the fragrance as well, so you got to be mindful of that. But most of our deodorant has aluminum in it, and you put the aluminum. Why is there aluminum in your deodorant, right? But you'll put the deodorant on, and it's blocking your pores, which essentially means your lymphatic drainage is kind of blocked because it's not being able to release. So that's when women get them backed up milk ducts, you know what I mean? Their ducts are backed up, and the fluid can't come out of your body because they're blocked and they're trapped, and all these things are happening in our bodies, and it's something as small as deodorant, right? Then women are getting breast cancer, and your lymph nodes are right here underneath your lymphatic drainage. Your lymph nodes are you have a lot of lymph nodes right here. Yeah. And we go back to center, and we go back to self, and we let the ego and we just go back to neutral. Yeah. And this is how it works, because every time you get triggered, every time you learn something, every time you remember something, every time you go back in that head and you feel those figure out where your energy is coming from. If it's in the head or in the chest, it's fear. If it's in the head, it's anger, right? Same thing. Like as you see me go through the ego, I have to come back to center. I have to come back to center. I have to come back to center. So when you ask me, how do I get over things? How do I go back to, how do I not let things bother me? I just have to go back to center. I have to remember, this is a game. This is a game. This is how we play the game. We go back to knowing who we are, so we can move through the game that we need to, because you have to stay focused. You have to stay centered. Every time we get angry about the littlest things, it sets us back. Okay. That's why I'm always hard. That's why I try not to be, but I'm hard on y'all when y'all talk about hate and angry and you get upset at people and you get mad at people and you're sick. I need you to focus. I need you to stay centered because it's easy to go off stray. I need you to come back to center. I need you to come back to center. I need you to stay in balance because that is how we get through this, okay? We gotta stay balanced. Thank you, The Biz. How are you? I like when I'm seeing South Africa, Bruce. And thank you, Karabo. I'm indigenous, native. Oh, wow. Cool, Vital. Excuse me. Conversation with God. Yes, James, absolutely. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 1:48 a.m. We've been on here for a very long time, but the chat has been really good. The information has been really good. We would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us get to 100 likes this evening. We'll call it at 2 a.m. because it's already 1:48. So we'll go to 2 a.m. and then we'll call it. But if you're enjoying this, like and subscribe, double tap, help us get to our 100 likes, and let us know in the chat. Did you enjoy this? If you would like to do a more in-depth session, I will create a Zoom for that. Yeah, this has been nice. Okay. I think wholeness, the more we keep practicing seeing ourselves as separate, we are divided. Yes, yes, yes. Neil Donald Walsh. Do I need to write that name down? Okay. Hey, Megan. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. Hello, Luis. I am in Florida. Vital said I sent you my whole life story via IG. Oh my goodness. Did you, Vital? Hey, James. Projection. Target was on. Okay. Some call it science, some call it spiritual, but it's real. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm team spiritual all day. And I feel like I'm just hearing science is catching up with spirit, which of course science I don't think will ever catch all the way up because it's not that I don't think we're supposed to know everything. Right? We can try, but it's too vast for us to like even the stuff we're learning now, it's just so much of it. It's too much to learn. It's like imagine, I think my mentor one time said, he's like, imagine the cells in your body. They do the same thing each and every day. And let's say you're drinking. Let's say you like to drink. Every day it's like, I don't know what happens at Friday at 5 o'clock. But we get bombarded, y'all. So we just gotta prepare because we don't know what keeps happening, right? They just get bombarded because you drink every Friday at 5 o'clock. They don't know what's going on. This little poor little soul. They don't know nothing. They just know they getting hammered, right? Like, I don't know what's going on, right? And then one day you're like, you know what? I'm gonna stop drinking. And they're like, what? What's going on, right? Because they don't know, right? They're the cells in your body. I feel like that's us in this galaxy we're in. We're here. We only know it, what we know, what we experience, but there's so much outside of us that we just don't know, right? There's a whole spiritual realm that we are not aware of. Some people know it, some people don't. Then you have just so many things. So many things that are maybe blocking our energy fields. I heard that we have millions of guides, we have millions of angels every day that are watching us. And think about when you meet somebody that randomly helps you out. Is that an angel, right? What kind of angel is that? How long are they around for? Is it the same one? It changes shape, changes bodies, or is it a completely different one? You know what I mean? Like when I see money on the ground, does that have more of a meaning than I even think? Maybe it means something very, very specific, or is it just like, hey, that means money's coming, look out for it. When I see a dragonfly, I know that means spiritually I'm in a transition. But what kind of transition? How far away am I? How close am I? When I see that butterfly, I know that butterfly means transformation, but how close am I to that transformation, right? There's so many things about this life that are exciting and fun and interesting to explore, but they're also, you could really go down rabbit holes. And I have to pull myself back sometimes, and I say, Asia, instead of being in the rabbit hole, remember to be in the moment, right? Because the moment is always now, 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 now. Staying present in the now allows you to enjoy what you have. And I think intuition can drop into your spirit a lot easier when you stay in the now, as opposed to thinking about the past, and as opposed to being inundated with everything around you. You're going to go to bed. Good night, Brando. Thank you for joining. Life is a big mirror. What you put in, you get out. That's it. That's it. Good night, Brando. Touch is also something we must learn to discern. I hug myself. Okay. Yeah. Do you hug yourself? Oh. The haters. Hello. Hello, Abdul. It's a wormhole, never ending story, with a blessing to remember. Yeah. Hello, Samer. Hey, brain. To realliance and be blessed when we learn and evolve. Some people want to touch you thinking you are stealing. Some people want to touch you thinking they're stealing. I have spoken word peace, which describes we all have light. So why are you asking for my light? I love hugs though. Hey, Misfit. How are you? Hey, Pearl. What are you laughing, Robert? I don't even know where we're at in this chat. Hold on. Do you know? I do not know who that is. Hello, Rank from Uzbekistan. Hey, what are we doing? Hey, Derek, we're talking. How are you? We've been talking all night, chit-chatting all night. Double tap, double tap. How are we still at 78 likes with 34 people? Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Like the live. Help us get to 100 likes. Okay. Get some rest. We're going to get off in about 5 minutes. About 5 more minutes. Hello, Costas. Hello, Sitar. Hello, Richard. I love the way you move your fingers on your... Thank you, Dr. Amiga. Confidence is key without ego. Yeah. And confidence is so important. Like, confidence equals confined in myself. I heard confidence as confide. Yeah, I've heard confide in yourself. And so if you don't have confidence, you don't trust yourself. Because the only person that you are always with, and the only I think Myron Golden said this. He said the only person you are always with is yourself. So you know every lie you told. So if you don't have confidence, you know that those are the lies that you told yourself. And I'm like, ooh, ouch. Our blessing is just on the other side of fear. That's it, Vital. Hey, Richard. Hey, Starboy. Yeah, let's send the aluminum to our body, your brains. Hello, Eris. Hey, Leo. Hello, hello. When I work at the hospital, I may get breast cancer also. Right? Because the aluminum, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's everywhere. I like to be this necklace. Oh, you like... Thank you, Tony. Hello, big black man. Hey, Richard. Hey, Mike. Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mike. Okay, Richard. Hey, Richard. Yes, I totally agree with you, but they forget they have brothers and sisters. That's true. Double tap the screen like the live. Hello, Ratchet. Or Rashid. Hey, Rashid. Shame on you too for taking 30% from $1. Hello. Is there Costa? Hey, Costa. Yeah. I'm still having trouble even accessing it anyway. Um, that's why I put the other donation on there from PayPal, because I keep having issues with YouTube. When you get monetized on YouTube, make sure that your name and your account matches the name in your account on your for the IRS and stuff. It has to be verbatim. Anything off, it throws everything off. So just know that. Make sure you have, because I think my middle name is near my first name or something. I don't know. But it has been a time trying to get it to fix it. And so all this beautiful coin is just sitting there in limbo. So at some point, I was like, man, if YouTube had escrow, we could be in there, because it's just sitting. But I'm very grateful for it nonetheless. Thank you all. Hey, Misfit. Okay. Hello, Madhu. How are you? Moment is what you feel inside. Yes, feel aware. Rashi, speak more. You want me to speak more about what? Hello, Fred. Hello, Anwar. The spirit. So don't pull out the spirit from your soul. Okay. Hello, Kenny. I definitely wouldn't. There are so many men in the chat. I just laugh at y'all because y'all are just funny. We can't escape it. Men will be men, you know. And I think that that is what I find. It's just I can understand y'all. I feel like more probably than some can. I allow y'all the grace to just be yourselves. I'd be like, listen, that's a good one. That was funny. I'm not even kidding. That was funny. That was a good one. Hello, Stefano. Okay, tell me you get this. Okay, Kenny. Hey, Richard. Tennis girlfriend, new box. Hello, Benito. Rashid. Take it out. Hello, Anurag. Are you a teacher? I feel like it sometimes. I want to say that I'm like just a guide right now. I'm just being led to do these things, and I'm feeling spirit led to do these things. So I don't have a quite of a title. Someone mentioned the other day I'm a truth seeker. I kind of like that too, because I'm always looking for the truth. So I like that. We'll see. Okay, a lot of deletes. Whoa. Hey, Lance. Hello. Hey, Chris. Hello, Stefano. Hey, Chris. Hey, Richard. Hey, Prakash. Oh my goodness, there's so many deletes. Hey, Victor. Okay, night, Robert. Can you please say hi? Hello, Ari. Do the cells have brains, and our body replace cells daily, so we get new bodies? So is it that our minds keep us in our certain minds? I'd like to think so, because when I wake up in the morning, I heard Abraham Hicks say that every time you wake up, you are going in the right direction. When you are sleeping, you are in the right direction of what you want to accomplish, of your purpose, of your mission, of everything that you want. It's only when you wake up back in your state and you can consciously decide to have a better day, have a different experience, or you can decide to wake up right where you were. And so there will be times where I'm like, and I'm excited, and I wake up, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot I paid that bill, right? And you'll be right back where you are. I was like, wait a minute, but we just woke up. We just woke up. Like, we just woke up, and you can choose these things. So always be in that state. That's why I do like to try and get as much sleep as possible, because if I'm going the right way while I'm sleeping, then I need more sleep. Sounds like the more sleep you get, the easier it is to stay going the right way, and the less time that you're awake, you can go wrong way, right? The less time that you go the wrong way. So if we sleep the 8 hours we're supposed to, then that only leaves the 16 left to go this or that. And if I focus those 16 with something that allows me to be on my mission, whether I'm doing something positive like I'm doing a hobby that I like, or if I'm only doing the work that I'm required to do, like if you do work a 9 to 5, then just do those 9 to 5. Don't try and take that work home with you and do the extra, because that keeps you in that state of um, keeps you stuck. Then don't do those things outside of that time frame. Focus your energy and then go back to doing the things that you enjoy. When I worked at the DMV, I would, put my headphones in, and then I would do my work. Just be mindful of everything, right? I'm not listening to gossip. We talked about that earlier. Focus your thoughts. Don't talk about people. Only focus on yourself. I've seen too many times where people talk bad about others, and the sickness comes right back onto you, because it's like whatever you say vibrates in here first, and it comes right back to you. That's why you'll be sick, congested, having flus and stuff, because you've talked about somebody else previously. So just be mindful of your emotions at all times. Hello, Gujar. How do I get a girlfriend? Great question. How do you get a girlfriend? Depends on the kind of girlfriend that you want. And then a lot of times it means you have to focus on how you are attracting them. Where are you looking? Where are you looking to find these women? If you are finding them just in passing, you're gonna get what you get, right? Mm-hmm. Where are you? If you're finding them in the club, then you have a club mentality, and you'll get club mentality back. If you're finding them at Walmart, well, it's Walmart. You know what we get at Walmart. Um, if you are going to Whole Foods, then you might get a little bit more wholesome woman. This depends on where you're going. You will get what you attract, but it depends on where you're looking. If you are in Delta Sky Club or one of the Sky Clubs, then you'll get a higher caliber of woman. Depends on where you are looking. Thank you, Aysia. You have the qualities of a queen. I will count on you in all my perfect. Thank you, Samuel. Can you train or retrain intuition, instincts? I think intuition comes natural. Intuition comes from soul. I don't know that you would want to retrain or train it, because it's already divine. It's already perfect, and it's part of your mission. It would only be the only thing you need to retrain would be your ego. Great question, Misfit. Hello, Arthur. Hey, John. Hello, Romaric. Bonjour. If I have ever slept 8 hours, it had to be ill from something wrong. Right. I have not gotten that full 8 hours of sleep since I got back from Kenya. When I came back from Kenya, I was like, Aysia, when I tell you I slept that day I got back from Kenya, mind you, it was like a 20-hour flight, but that was the best sleep. I think I slept for 12 hours. It was so good. It was so good. And then that week, I made myself go to bed at 10 o'clock so I can get up at 6 o'clock or something like that. And I did that for 3 days. That 3 days was the best 3 days. I can't remember what happened in them 3 days, but it was powerful. Now it's different, because now our conversations are late in the evening. And it's hard for me to shut this off, because it's so good and it's so valuable. And I love when we have good discussions like this that are meaty, right? But with that being said, for me to get 8 hours now, I would have to wake up at 10 o'clock. I don't know that my body's going to wake me up at 10 o'clock, right? So it's it's the in between. And I do think, and some people say, well, naturally, I just get up in 3 hours, 3.5 or 5 hours. Like, I get that. But if you naturally get up at that time, I don't know that that's natural so much as that's built in, right? I think part of your body won't let you sleep that way because there's parts of your psyche that you haven't healed yet. That's what I think that is. I don't think it's that you just naturally get up that way. I think it's part of the process that you still need to have unhealed. So I mean have healed, and so if you were to heal those things, you would sleep better. But I think you are still on edge, and that's why your body won't allow you to fully get the rest. This is my thoughts. Hey John, thank you. Hey Tan, my stream is about, right now we're talking about intuition, so we're team spirituality tonight. Hello Yaren, you're 16, nice to meet you Yaren. If you are just joining us, double tap that screen. Help us to get to 100 likes. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The time is 2:08 a.m. So we're about to wrap up. I want you to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we do go live. Also, the last 5 live streams that we have are also advertisement free. We are a monetized channel. If you have time this week, because it is only available for this week, you can go back and watch any of our live streams with no ads on them, but you gotta go back and watch them this week, okay? They're normally anywhere from 2 to 3 hours at least, but you don't have to worry about the ads if you watch it this week, okay? So go back and watch it this week. As always, good night, Robert. Hey, Virginia. Good night, Misfit. Alfred Crawford. Okay. Hey, yeah. What is the difference between sleep and rest? I rest. I think resting is okay, but sleep, you really need to sleep. So imagine if your body does the same thing every night that you go to bed, right? Like, we do different things during the day, but your body, your cells probably have a system, right? You would think, like, my heart pumps every day, all day, whether I'm asleep or I'm awake. My eyes are blinking, and being mindful, like, if I'm not thinking about it, my eyes are just gonna blink. I'm not really conscious of it. I'm breathing. I'm not really thinking about breathing. I'm just breathing. So I know that my body does stuff without my consent, and it works. So we just let it do what it does. And so imagine that you need 8 hours of sleep. Let's say for the first hour, your body is processing. Let's say for the first 3 hours, your body is trying to process the stuff that you had throughout the day, right? And let's say hour 4 is actually 4 through 7 is actually digestion. And then let's say hour 8 is all of the past trauma, right? But if you only sleep for the first 4 hours or 4.5 hours, you probably got the first 3 hours of the day that you had, then you got digestion, and then you woke up. So you never actually healed. You never actually got to the full of your digestion. So then you still have a leaky gut, right? Because everything didn't really process from the night before. And then you never really got to your past traumas, right? So every day you wake up and you only got this much, and you only got this much, and you only got this much, but you never got the full effect of getting all 8 hours. So the body could do everything. So it's like, imagine if you plug up your phone at night and you never get to 100, right? You're only getting at 75, and you wake up throughout the day and you use your phone and your phone dies, you plug it up a little bit, you plug it up, but you never get to 100%. I think that's what happens when we don't get our full 8 hours. We never get to that 100%. So, but that's me. Brain. Okay, David. Maybe I should remove the friend. Maybe I should remove this friend from being here. Who you mean? I do not like dating anyone who is cute, because They will cause me pain. Oh, why would you think that way, David? That's an internal thing, huh? That's a trigger. That's a trigger. The fact that you said, I do not like dating anyone who is cute because they would cause me pain, means you already put that out there in the universe. That means you're already triggered. That also means that that's a victim mentality. Why would we say that? Why would anybody want to do that to you? So now you want to date what? Normal people or ugly people? What are you saying? Like, where are you going? You want somebody who looks less attractive than you so that you could feel better about yourself? Think about that for a second. It should be, David, that when you date, hello girls, hello James, hello Samuel. It should be that when you date, you would want to date somebody that calms your nervous system, right? It should be that you are comfortable with being with each other. If you are nervous around them or fearful around them, then that's not going to work. But if you are just completely kind of, y'all can be friends in the same space and you not feel like anxious or nervous around them, it should be a comfortable situation. Then right, then you know it's good. No one's more attractive than you. Thank you, girls. I can't date. Oh, you can't date. So you're insecure, troll? That's what you're saying. Appreciate your honesty. At least you know it, because if you're triggered, but here's the thing, because there will be women who will think that they can date men who are not as attractive, thinking that, oh, he's going to treat me better because he's ugly and he's going to stay with me. When that causes more harm than good, because if he thinks if he knows he's not attractive, he will try to bring her down to his level, and that messes up her self-esteem. So always be mindful of your energy and where you are, because if you do get somebody who is more attractive than you, and that's how your mindset thinks, then you will subconsciously try to bring them down to your level, and that's not good either. Okay. Hey, Tan, I'm 39. James said, I go sleep now. All right, good night, James. So rest is a more complex wellness process. They got too many people liking them, so no one's more attractive than them. Anyway, this research on rest involves the whole body, not your body, complete for the rest. Restore, enhance. Okay. Hello, Prego. Timor. Oh, I'm not sure, Prego. Very little Spanish. Hello, Scabra. I'm good. We're about to rub. Hello, Davin. Hey, Davin. All right. I love y'all. It has been fun. No, I'm not depressed. I'm sleepy. I got a day tomorrow, so we got to get off of here. Let me go ahead and end this poll question because I think I forgot to do it last night. The poll question is ended. We had a total of 207 votes and only 87 likes. Boo. But we did reach our 75 likes, so I am grateful for that because I did say 75. So we reached our 75 likes. We did get 200 poll questions. I would love for you to double tap that screen to subscribe, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we do go live. Don't cry. But if you cry, crying is good though. I don't upset. Tears do a lot of relief for us, so that's good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let Robert go to bed because it is late, and Robert's been holding us down all night as always. Thank you so much, Robert. As always, my name is Aysia Smiles, Keep smiling, keep shining. You got this. Dreams come true, not free. You just need a little bit of elbow grease. I love you. 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 I love you so much, and there's nothing you can do about it. As always, our homework is always the same each and every day. I want you to do mirror work. What does that mean? I want you to look into the mirror and tell yourself, I love you for 1 minute, just 1 minute every single day. Just like I say right here, I love you, I love you, I love you. 1 minute every single day. It may feel weird. It may feel cringy. You may even cry. Do it anyway. All work works. It either works on you or it works for you, but it works. Okay? It works. Scabra, you got to go back and watch the live. We talk about spirituality. We talk about health and wellness. We talk about relationships, okay? Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Do your homework, okay? Intuition is good. Ego need to work, okay? Intuition is good. Trust your intuition. Your ego is the one that will keep you stuck, okay? All right. Love you.